Oops, I forgot to hit the other button. Here we go. Greetings, salutations, and other big words. My name's Ethan. My handle is Wrangler. Welcome to Frequency Studios, where I always flub my intro. Yeah, and tonight I think since it's the weekend, I hope everyone, or not the weekend, it's in between the holidays. Hope everybody had a great Christmas, and we got the New Year coming up. So I figured I will make good on my thumbnail that always has a Metroids in it, and I'm going to do a playthrough of Metroid Dread. But starting it off with us tonight is Mr. Frederick Guimon.
How are you doing, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm going to be drawing tonight, as I always do. I'm kind of finishing up this one here. It's almost done. I drew it last week, and Wrangler was asking, can you overdo speed lines? And I was trying to test that out. So let me know in the chat if you think I've overdone the speed lines here. But when I'm done with this one, I'll be starting something. Because as Michael Jackson used to say, if you want to be starting something, you got to be starting something.
I thought he used to say, hee hee.
Those were his pronouns. He.
Yeah, you call them speed lines, I call them racing stripes. But that does look pretty good. Let's
That's a good name. That's a good name.
Let's
Racing
pop
Stripes.
that up
like
right
that.
there.
I like that. Racing Stripes.
That looks pretty sweet, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
All right. Anyway, while we chat, I'm going to do a playthrough of Metroid. Now, I am rusty. It's been a while since I played it, so let's see if I can remember which way I'm going. Because I used to be able to do this under 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm hoping to be able to keep that pace tonight. Over in the comments, who we got? NewbieTube411 says, hi. Good to see you, NewbieTube. Welcome. Loading, and still loading. Oh, I should put on some tunes while we do this.
Looney Tunes?
I don't know. I can be a little loony because I don't think. See, can you hear anything?
No, it's all quiet.
Yeah, I don't know why I cannot get the audio to work. So I'll throw on a Metroid
because of
tune.
the government.
That's not too loud, is it? Or maybe a little.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit of. NewbieTube says, hi, him. All right, here we go.
Which Metroid is this one?
This is Dread.
And where you're playing it on the computer, I would imagine? Metroid Dread?
No, I'm using a capture card.
Oh, so you're playing it on Switch?
I am.
Gotcha.
My capture card's chugging a little, having trouble keeping up.
This looks like faithful to the old 2D Metroid.
It is.
Is it all 2D or is it partly 2D?
All the gameplay is 2D.
Oh, that's cool.
This is true Metroid right here.
Right? It's just the best of both worlds. You got the old style gameplay, but the graphics are like modern.
Yeah. Now there are some. What are they called? Whoops.
Uh-oh.
That was embarrassing.
You done fucked up, son.
Now what's it called? Quick time events, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see I'm a little out of sync here, a little rusty.
There's no excuse, Wrangler. You get your shit together.
I am full of excuses. None of them are good, but I have them.
Yeah, I've been playing Tomb Raider, and there's a lot of quick time events in that one. And and sometimes they surprise you. You're not expecting them. And you're like, wait, what? I got to press buttons now?
Yeah, this is a nice little. They got some pretty good looking cutscenes in this.
Yeah, it really looks like Best of Both Worlds. That's kind of. So when did this come out? Is that a
22?
Okay, relatively recent.
Transformers.
Yeah, he looks cold and robotic for a robot. Yeah. Oops.
What's nice about the 3D is the camera can pan around the scene and stuff.
Well, that's the thing. That's pretty cool. Is all this the what do you call them? The animatics, animation, cutscenes. That's kind of cool.
Taking me a minute to remember what buttons to hit. Oops. There. Got rid of one problem.
Oh, there's always another.
Oh, there's like 6 others of these things I gotta get rid of. They're all trying to kill me. It's weird. Why is it in video games everybody's trying to kill you? You're supposed to be the hero, but nobody likes you.
It would be boring if everyone was like friends. It would be like SimCity. It's like, hey, everybody, we're just, going about our day, going to work, petting our cats.
What are they called? Cozy games?
Yeah.
Like the Animal Crossing or whatever?
I hear about those. Isn't there like some, what's it called? There's these types of farming games as well, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Farmville and all that stuff.
No, well, that's a Facebook game.
You got things like, what is it? Those tycoon simulator games? Roller Coaster Tycoon, stuff like that. You can't get me. Oh yeah, I gotta activate the center and skip all the jibber jabber from fake Adam. This is supposed to be my computer back on my ship. Thing is, it's not really my computer. The big bad has hacked the place, and I'm really talking to him, and he's talking to me, pretending to be my ship's AI companion, and just jerking me around pretty much. Because that's what bad guys do. Come on over here. These enemies are a pain in the butt, but I still don't think they're anywhere near as scary as the SAX and Metroid Fusion.
Well, you would know. I've never played any of the Metroid games, really. I've played the first one on Nintendo.
On the NES?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what got me hooked way back when I was a kid.
Well, that's where it all started, right?
Oh, yeah. Oops, missed the jump. Oh, well.
I think I got it on emulator. I even have the Super Metroid ready to go. But I have so many games right now that it's the problem is figuring out which game I want to play.
All the games.
I was going to play Red Dead Redemption during the holidays, but I had an issue, a bug with that one. So I went back to Tomb Raider. That one's kind of pretty simple. It's straightforward.
And let's be honest, Laura's easier on the eyes too.
Sure, she is. And she's always kind of like doing these women moaning noises like, ugh, ah, ugh, ugh. She's always like, she's suffering a lot during those games. I'll tell you that. She's not like a girl boss. She's not a Mary Sue, because she's actually taking a lot of hits and really working for everything she gets in those games. I'll give them that. But I've been enjoying it. It's pretty fun. I'm thinking of going back to Cyberpunk, maybe. I want to go back and finish some of the other games I started. Like Batman Arkham City, Spider-Man Remastered.
Spider-Man.
Sleeping Dogs.
Does whatever a spider pig does.
So there's a few I've already started and have not finished. And I'm not saying I want to finish everything I ever started, because that's a little overwhelming.
Yeah, right?
I don't want to start too many without finishing some other stuff. So I've been finishing games lately. I've been finishing the ones I start. I'm trying to focus on one at a time.
Yeah, I was doing that when I picked up Silk Song, but I still haven't finished Silk Song.
Yeah.
I kind of got my butt handed to me in that game.
Well, it's supposed to be very hard. Everyone says it's not an easy game. Like, it really makes you work for it, right?
Oh, it does. It does.
Isn't that part of the fun, though, that you really feel validated when you make it through? Is it worth it? Is it worth the hassle?
That's the question. Is where's the difficulty balance at? You know, like if it's too hard, you end up not finishing.
That's what she said.
I still and I still plan to finish Silk Song. It's just I'm not blowing through it like I originally intended to. Oh, that's not good.
That's looking slick, man. So how does a capture card work on Switch?
It plugs into hang on.
You have like a USB port or something you plug in? Or
yeah, it's it plugs into the card. The HDMI plugs into the card, and then there's another HDMI coming from the card to the computer, and then I access it through OBS. I haven't figured out how to do it without OBS yet. I mean, like
I would love to get an OBS set up this year. I need a new computer is what I need. But I might be buying the Steam Steam machine, it's called.
Yeah,
maybe that'll be console? Good first. Yeah, well, it's a computer. It's a straight on computer, but it's running the Steam OS, which is a Linux. So pretty sure you can stream pretty good on that thing.
Oh, probably. But yeah, so I can access the capture window through OBS, but I don't know how to just bring it up on my computer without OBS. I wanted to do share window, but I couldn't, so you see I'm putting it through my my panel on here. And I can't figure out how to get the sound to come through, unfortunately. And I also can't see, what have I got for health?
There's not a whole lot of heads-up display, right? It's pretty...
well, the picture of my ugly mug is right over the...
Okay.
Let me see.
Because a lot of modern games don't keep track of that stuff anymore. Like in Tomb Raider, you don't see your health at all. like when you get hit, there's a little bit of like blood on the screen, as if the screen was getting blood splattered on the camera. But you don't have a health bar. You don't track that at all. It's pretty seamless. It's more immersive. It doesn't feel like you're keeping track of numbers and stats and all that. It's more into the story. Oh, I like that sliding.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, you got these glitches when you switch.
What's up, Herman?
Hey, Hedge. How you doing?
And Christy has joined us in the chat.
She has. How you doing, Chrissy?
I forgot where I'm going. Crap.
You were gonna get cigarettes, I think.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Whoa.
Whoa.
Crap.
You got.
Whoa.
You're done for. There's a big robot spider after you.
Yeah, I was right where I wanted to be, and I couldn't get the door open in time.
It's right where you wanted it to be.
Yeah, I was right here at that door, and I released the charge beam and missed the door, even though I was standing right in front of it. Go figure.
Oh, that smoke effect is pretty cool, too. Yep, I'm digging those animations.
Oh, yeah, Mercury Steam did a phenomenal job on this.
It's a good mix between 3D and 2D. Like, you can see the whole 3D structure of the bad guy, but you can tell his 3D presence on screen where you need to hit him. It's well done. Can you play basketball with that eyeball? Can you slam it?
I really do like the designs in this game. So what are you up to, Herman?
Looks slick.
Nothing much. Got back from our Christmas vacation, which we spent at a rental house in Bay City, Michigan. So with all the kids and their girlfriends.
Were you with a lot of Somalis?
Ooh, let's go hunting.
Somalis?
Oh no, that's in Minnesota, not Michigan. Okay.
Oh, Minnesota, eh? Oh yeah, kind of funny looking.
Oops, I just screwed up big time.
Well, you don't have Somalis in Canada?
Well, we have Africans. We have a lot of Africans in my city.
Out of my way, you damn toaster.
So they're coming straight from the other continent.
Any Nigerian princes?
I haven't talked to them. I'm pretty much in my bubble. Try not to talk to other people.
So yeah, had a good Christmas.
Nice.
Spend time with my boys and their girlfriends. So.
All right, you got any new books in the works right now?
Oh my gosh, yes. I am.
Of course.
Chapter 59. I have about, including this chapter, about 3, maybe 4 more chapters, and I'm finally done.
Wow, that's a lot of chapters. 59?
Yeah. Well, I write short chapters.
Okay.
So it's a lot easier. I think it's a lot easier to get through. And you know what? I don't like chapters outstaying their welcome.
Yeah, I do enjoy what I'm reading. I do enjoy reading small chapters. It feels like a save spot. You're like, okay, I finished a chapter. I can stop here.
And like the last chapter I worked on, which was 58, is like 1,600 words. So it's, and it's just enough to get through what it needed to get through, and then I start the next one without having to do a lot of mundane explaining how they get from point A to point B. So.
Yeah, I like to keep my chapters between 10 and 20 pages for the most part.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know what the word count is on that. So. But yeah, and people seem to like that, so I'm good with it.
What's up, Fu Man Blue? Good to see you.
Hey, Fu.
I pity the Fu.
Pity the Fu Man Blue.
I pity the Fu. Come on, sucker. So yeah, I'm like really close to being done. I had the week before Christmas, I had really bad food poisoning.
Damn.
Ouch.
'Cause some otter gave me bad food. Oh, hey otter.
Well, I'm sorry that the clams were not for you, okay? You don't have to enjoy them.
Stop being so selfish.
Stop being utterly selfish, you mean.
Shellfish. Boy, I screwed
Shellfish.
that one up.
Shellfish.
Don't be so shellfish. I completely screwed that up.
Why you gotta be so shellfish?
Have you guys ever heard that song by Vic Damone? I think it's called Vic Damone. Hang on.
Which
Let me
song?
look it up. Swimming in a Wet Dream.
Oof. Nope, I don't think I heard that. I think I would recall it if I did. How you doing, Otter?
I'm alright. How is everybody here?
Pretty good.
Lovely.
Kip Adota. That's the name of the guy.
Mike Mignola?
No. Kip Adota. Hang on, I'll drop the...
So Otter, today I was trying to when I was going through my computer, trying to figure out how to get the sound for this to come through, which
Yeah.
I still haven't figured out, by the way. I discovered my computer has something called Otter AI.
Gee, I wonder who put that in.
I saw the name of it and just started laughing. Like, I gotta tell Otter about this one.
It's good to know that there's an otter behind everything.
Telling you, they're up for world domination.
Yeah, we're the otter Illuminati. The Illuminator.
I'm gonna have to put
Dude,
otters in my
you got to
comic.
write a comedy book about that called The Illuminator.
At some point down the road, it will be the title of my 69th novel. It'll be something completely otter themed.
We're gonna hold you to that, Otter.
So is the latest book out, Otter?
Book 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadow of Twin Moons is out now. It's been out for the last month or two.
Is it out in Canadian Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Canada.
Blame
Let me
Canada.
have a look. See, Lord,
Just goes to show you how much I pay attention.
Yeah, I am also Sonnet and I are also in the early works of getting the audiobook done. He's just starting it.
it's $45 hardcover here in Canada. In Otters You Follow.
Is it really that expensive in Canadian dollars?
Yeah, so $45.15 for the hardcover plus $3.99 delivery, but I can get it paperback prime $20.89 and delivered in 2 days, but there's only 3 left in stock.
That's a huge markup from compared to US dollars. US dollars, it's like 16 for the paperback and like 25 for the hardcover.
Well, 16 US is probably 20 Canadian.
Yeah,
Kipadota.
but still, that's a huge markup difference. Good lord.
No, but I'm telling you the price in Canadian, and you're measuring it in US.
Yeah, and I'm calling bullshit on the Canadian dollar system. That's unfair.
Well, you get in line.
Yeah. During the elevator ride, you got to. All right. Do you want that on screen, Herman? That video?
No, I just thought I'd throw that out. I don't want you to get struck. So that's the song. It's called "Wet Dream" by Kip whatever.
Adota.
Hideo Kojima.
So, but it's nothing but fish and sea references.
Sounds fishy.
She drank like a She drank a lot.
So I'm literally just gonna name my 69th book "Wet Dream." Is that how it is? I will regret nothing.
It has to be like Otter's Wet Dream or something like that.
Also, I forgot to say "Hail Christy" and "Hail Fu Man Blue." They said hi to me. I say hi back.
They recognize the Otter's lorddom.
I am just that great. There is no irony in that statement whatsoever.
How ironic.
That's a cool song.
Oh, the track that's playing?
Is this Chill Kid?
No,
No, this is. Did I go the right way?
it's
Yeah, I did.
Metroid Prime 2.
No, I didn't. Yeah, it's the Torvus Bog.
Yeah, I love the
music from
Torvus
Metroid
Bog.
Prime 2. Now the problem is, this is where I keep getting copyright claimed by that rapper guy who used it as the background in his rap album.
If that was me, I would just counterclaim. I'd be like, hey, this ain't yours either, bud. Because what he's doing is like actually illegal. Like, if Nintendo wanted to, their lawyers could like sue him to hell and back.
Oh, as soon as they find out about it, they probably will. Nintendo loves to sue, whether they need to or not.
Well, that one's just like a clear case of plagiarism.
And some no-name label I never heard of before that's hosting them.
My
The thing
guess is the guy's either a bot or he is just the most petty man on planet Earth to take down a stream that.
Oh, he didn't take down the stream. It's just a copyright claim. Because he copyrighted his album, the algorithm automatically notes, oh, this was in the album, and this guy's playing that part. So
I'm surprised nobody's copyright claimed him, because that is actual like IP theft.
Well, probably because they're not copywriting game music on YouTube, it seems.
right, but because it's game music and he used it, which I don't think there's a problem with him using a little piece of game music. But when he starts taking down other people for that, or not take, oh crap, I'm walking right into him. Oh, this isn't good.
It's not good, Mav. Not good.
Oh, that's really bad. I just walked right into him, not paying attention because I was yapping.
It's really not good.
All right.
Did you have a nice Christmas, Otter?
I did. Let's see. I've been decorating my old homestead a little bit. I've been getting through quite a few books, actually. A few comics as well. I ended up finishing the copies I had bought for Lone Sloan. They were a lot of fun.
What the?
Philippe
Seriously?
Drieur's artwork is like godlike, but his
Yes.
comics barely make sense.
Yeah, I mean, he's adopted some novels. Like, I think the one I have is a novel adaptation, Salambo. Gustave Flaubert, so is listed as the writer, but I bet he had nothing to do with the comic. I think he's just the writer of the original work. And Philippe Drouillet just adapted it in his
God,
crazy
you say those
psychedelic way.
You say those names so perfectly. Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
because
oh, oh.
I am French. I have French accent.
Philippe Drouillet, Jean Geno.
It's very
Maybe yes.
expensive. It costs a lot of wine and a lot of escargot to get this accent.
Denis Villeneuve.
If I don't eat 3 escargots a week, I lose the accent.
Oh, ho, ho, beret, baguette. Next thing you know, Frederick, you're just going to be in a beret and baguette attending the Game Awards, winning like 9 different awards.
That was the best moment of 2025, man. Seriously, like
France
seeing
won.
the whole freaking team did it, you know? I was like, oh, dudes, way to embrace the stereotype and just.
They literally flew their entire team over to the Game Awards.
The whole event, man. They owned it so good. I need to get a beret now. I mean, I totally have one already. I'm just not wearing it right now. I mean, I am wearing it right now. I just can't see it.
Do you wear a beret on your hands?
I'm like so totally wearing a beret right now, dude.
Totally, man.
I feel so French, like it's the best feeling ever.
Can't you tell by my accent that I'm wearing a beret? It's obvious, you stupid Americans.
Can't you tell I was born in Belgium?
Most comics are from Belgium. Most on this.
I was watching like a documentary earlier today on Jean Giraud or Moebius.
Yes.
And I did not know he was part of a cult at one point. That was interesting to learn.
Which cult?
It was like a cult in Tahiti or something like that.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, like
you're gonna be in a
Philippe
cult.
Drouillet was literally making fun of him at one point, saying, "Yeah, we got tired of his new age bullshit."
Well, he was like over the top with the new age shit, but I didn't know about this cult. You're gonna have to send me that. Send me the link to that documentary.
Yeah, I'll look it up. It was like in the mid '80s whenever he got into like a cult, and I didn't know about it. I was like, really? But it was like clearly like a fucking pyramid scheme that was going on.
Well, he drew a lot of pyramids, to be fair.
Let me see if I can find it.
I mean, from his art, it's not surprising at all that he would be in a cult. Like he just embraced the whole new age aesthetic.
There is a lot of like new age and mysticism themes in his work, which, I mean, that's not too terribly out of the norm, especially for like the 70s and 80s. Like, I put it in the private chat, but
oh, cool. Let me grab it. Yeah, I mean, it was the whole psychedelic movement, the hippie thing was going on. It was of the time. Like
that was one thing I learned whenever I got like the H.R. Giger art book. Like his artwork has some of those themes as well, where it's like you have some amazing artists from like the 70s, 80s, 90s, but it's like their stuff is filled with like either new age, occultish, or some mix of those themes.
Well, yeah, because Giger was very satanic as well. Like,
yeah, and also a very randy boy.
What do you mean?
It's weird. His more like I've seen some of his more satanic pieces. I actually think they're the worst pieces of his.
A lot of his stuff has phalluses and
yeah,
it's like, dude.
His
oh crap.
Ironically, his best artwork is when he's drawing an environment. There's like no humans or anything. It's like those are unironically his best art pieces.
Yeah. I mean, he did a beautiful Debbie Harry cover for one of her albums, which is absolutely gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I had a friend of mine who worked for Giger. He did a lot of kind of auxiliary brush stuff that Giger didn't have time to do or didn't want to do.
Yeah, I've been buying a few different art books from a couple of classic artists. He was one. I ended up getting another for Frazetta. I've been meaning to get one for Sid Mead. I've really been wanting to get one for Sid Mead. Oh,
yeah. He's the one that did the designs for a lot of films like Blade Runner, right?
Yeah. I will say this because I've been playing through Cyberpunk. That game has problems, but they do actually cite their sources. It's like you go to like a memorial ground, they actually end up citing like Sid Mead, Rutger Hauer, and several others.
There's the Easter egg for the film I just named that I forgot already.
Blade Runner?
Blade Runner. Yeah, there's an Easter egg for Blade Runner in Cyberpunk that somebody mentioned. Is like there's a neon sign that says "Tears in the Rain" at one point.
Yeah, I've spotted several references. The character Misty, her whole character is very clearly inspired by Pris in the movie.
Yeah.
So the whole android with kind of like who's totally not like a pleasure unit, like the whole visual design like inspired Misty, which it's kind of interesting because I expected her to be a larger character. No, she's a very small side character. Like she's barely in this game even.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting back into Cyberpunk now.
I've been enjoying it. I do have some problems with it. My biggest problem actually is Johnny. I actually think he's a Mary Sue of a character.
But isn't he just a hologram or a figment of your brain?
He is, but it's supposed to be like it's actually him. It's just like they basically copied his personality. So it's like technically it's using your brain, but it is his. It is supposed to be himself, or it's one of the ambiguities of the story. Is like, is it really him, or is it just a?
He's a Git clone in the cloud.
Facsimile.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I was playing some Red Dead, but I had technical issues that I need to fix. The game.
Red Dead 2 is legitimately amazing. It's a legitimate game.
I can't get it to work. It freezes at one point. So.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I have to do a reinstall and probably switch like Proton.
Yeah.
Because you have to use the Proton to get the stuff to work on Linux. And there's a point in the cabin where you're supposed to go to fireplace. And
I didn't even see Corey Barton in the chat. He says, "Come on, Johnny was awesome."
Oh, we catch up to the chat here.
I'm gonna be the voice of St. Corey and say he's a Mary Sue.
Christy, what link are you asking for? The one that Herman shared for the
or the one Otter shared for Jean Giraud.
That might be that
Corey. How you doing, man? Are you having a good Christmas down there in Australia, or are you already in New Year's? These guys are like so advanced.
I know. Yeah, I will say this. There is one thing that actually strikes me as a bit odd. I'm enjoying Cyberpunk as a game. There is one big thing against the writing I do have. You never really feel like society is super oppressive in the game. Like I've read other Cyberpunk, I've watched.
Is it real life oppressive enough?
Yeah, I'm like everything that's oppressive in this. I'm like, this is just current day world. I'm like, oh, like this is nothing new.
When you're trying to find the dystopia, but nothing is as bad as real life.
Yeah, I'm like the only thing I can really see in this that's actually dystopian is like the brain dances and joy toys. Like those are actually dystopian. I'm like, okay, those are messed up. Then everything else, I'm like, wait, that's just current day. Like that's nothing new.
I want more dystopia, more.
Like it's weird because I actually think. I think the cyberpunk dystopia, the visual, like the aesthetic of it is almost spot on. The actual person versus society conflict, it's like you're told about it a lot, but you don't actually see it very much.
Right.
Like the most, I guess the most oppressive it gets is you're shown tons of ads like everywhere you go. But like I said, I'm like, it's just current day. Nothing really new.
I need to install an ad blocker inside Cyberpunk.
But yeah, like compare it to something like Deus Ex or Do Androids Dream, where it's like, I don't know, you're feeling like how like just heavy everything is a lot more. Like Deus Ex, it's like there's like it's either like military groups or like the Illuminati or some variation that's controlling everything behind the scenes. So everything's like fixed. So it's like you feel it there. Cyberpunk, it's just corporations bad. That's kind of it. They kind of have their own private militaries. That's sort of it.
Yeah, it feels like the team working on it was maybe a little bit leftly, just a nudge.
It's tolerable until they start like banging on about capitalism. Then I'm like, oh boy.
But it is supposed to be a
Actually, it was
dystopia,
about a dude in a
so
car.
having a lot of social
That's the
justice
Moebius.
warriors.
That's the Moebius documentary. That's what I was linking to Frederick.
Yeah, I will watch that after.
I don't-
Sounds pretty cool.
Let me see if I can share the link here. YouTube might not let me. We'll see. Oh, it let me share it. Yeah, it's a very good documentary. It goes over some of John Giroux's like less known works. It made me read some of because of that I was reading some more of the older issues of Heavy Metal earlier today.
Is that the same one I just shared that you had in the private chat?
Yeah, it was.
All right. So
His
more
blueberry
opportunity to click
westerns
that
are
link.
pretty freaking cool. I don't know if you had a chance to see
Oh,
his blueberry work.
I need to check them out. I just got finished with Texarkana, which was a lot of fun. I want to check out Blueberry. Blueberry just looks super good.
He's so good, man. He's a master. Like, I don't think anyone beats Jean Giraud. Like, he's got to be if you talk about all-time comic book greats, he's got to be number one.
It was funny because it's like a big part of that documentary actually goes over Blueberry. And it's like, here's the artwork for Blueberry. Meanwhile, check out what America and Japan were doing at the time. This is what his competition was. And I'm like, holy shit. There is no comparison.
He went above and beyond. Yeah, he was something different. Did you know that when he did work with Stan Lee on the Silver Surfer?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
It was for Silver Surfer and Galactus.
yes,
It looks really good.
well, there's a clause in his contract that it cannot be reprinted in any other format than comic book format. Like, he insisted that it be comic book size, American comic book size.
There's also interviews with Stan Lee where Stan Lee's talking about how he came across Blueberry for the first time.
Really?
It's like, oh yeah, blew me out of the water. So it's like pretty much all of your favorite artists, they all know and respect Moebius to some extent.
Well, you can't, like, it's not a question of opinion. The guy's talent is, it's like undeniable.
Yeah. There's why am I blanking on the mangaka's name? The mangaka behind Akira. He was like heavily
Katsuhiro Otomo.
Yeah, Ultima was really inspired by Moebius. It influenced his whole style.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice too much.
What was the? Why am I blanking on the one series that Moebius did where it's famous for like the wingless bird?
Oh, Arzak.
Azak, or the featherless bird he's riding.
Yeah. So Arzak, which is strange because every time he published a strip of Arzak, he spelled it differently. So every instance of it has a different spelling.
Yeah, but
on purpose.
Azak was one of like the comics that ended up changing like Ultima's whole art style.
Well, those
like,
featherless birds are in a lot of his comics, to be honest. Like, I'm thinking of Arzak because he was like writing those birds, but I don't like. There's one of those birds in the Incal as well.
Yeah. So what ended up changing was that, like, seriously, check out the documentary I shared. Like,
I will, dude.
over it too.
I got it open it on another tab, and I'll watch it right after this.
Yeah, it shows like Ultima's work before checking out Moebius and then afterwards, and it's like you can immediately see it starts it's still a bit rough around the edges, but it's very Moebius inspired. And it's by the time Akira rolls around, it's kind of like that style, but it's a lot more developed. You can actually see it changing and improving.
Nice.
Fu says, "Yeah, I was just watching the behind the scenes that follows Endgame. He was a good sport."
Is that about Stan Lee?
I believe so.
Okay. I don't think Moebius was involved at all with Endgame. Moebius was dead by that point.
Just because he's dead doesn't mean he's not involved. I think he has attained like powers beyond life and death.
Did the New Age cult resurrect him?
He still affects us to this day, Otter, clearly.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Yeah. What Frederick said. By the way, I just set The Revenant and the Tomb down to 99 cents for the ebook.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Fu confirms, yeah, it's Stan. Yeah, they kind of abused him at the end of his life, I think, Stanley.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a guy who wanted to crowdfund a documentary where he was filming all the abuse, but people were like, dude, you were like taking part of it just by hanging around and filming him and not saying anything. And yeah, people really didn't like the documentary he was proposing. He has a lot of footage of like Stan being abused in his old age. It's like he was just standing around filming it. It's like, dude, come on.
It's kind of messed up.
It's really messed up.
Yeah.
I think both Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, they ended up getting a lot of shit they did not deserve.
Well, Steve Ditko got out the game pretty early, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had differences with Stan that could not be resolved. They weren't even talking. Like, they were both working on Spider-Man together, but they were not talking.
Steve Ditko is still one of my favorite comic artists, period.
Oh, yeah, he's incredible.
Did you ever see the documentary about Steve Ditko? It had like Alan Moore, Guillermo del Toro, and Neil Gaiman. And it's like it's like the most schizophrenic thing I've seen in my life. You see these three men simultaneously praising him and shitting on him in the same breath.
Sounds a lot like George R.R. Martin.
That sounds like comic book fans.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Alan Moore, shut the fuck up. Like, Alan Moore, like, we know about you. Just shut the fuck up.
He's the most pompous son of a bitch.
And Neil Gaiman, shut the fuck up. We know about you too.
Oh, we know the whole master thing, Neil. So sit back down.
Yeah.
And Guillermo del Toro, didn't you direct a movie where you had a lady fucking a fish? Shut the fuck up.
Was that kind of a stealth prequel to Hellboy? Like it was Abraham Sapiens?
No, it was different. Though, if you look at it from afar, you wouldn't know the difference. Because I thought that for the longest time.
I still like Guillermo del Toro's Hellboy the best.
I do too.
Good.
Same here.
It's
Like,
so
I
good.
have problems with Del Toro, but it's like some of his movies still hold the test of time. Some of them.
Pan's Labyrinth was pretty fucked up. I remember watching that.
Pan's Labyrinth might be my favorite movie of his. It does have a few things I've noticed from a few of his movies, which is like, there's a lot of commie humping in that movie. Granted, it was the Spanish Civil War. It was
humping?
It was communists versus fascists in that movie. But it's like,
doesn't sound bad. I'd be down for some commie humping.
well, it's something that's in a few of his movies, actually. In Pan's Labyrinth, he's able to kind of get away with it because it's like, nobody's really good, though he still kind of paints the socialist side as good, just relatively speaking.
You know, they all do. I've seen movies, about, the resistance in Spain, this, that, and the other. And the reason why... The reason why the communists lost is that they were hated more than the frickin' fascists.
Yeah, at that point, it's which has the shorter bread line. That's
Yeah.
the one who's going to win.
I read something about it from a guy who was a historian on it, and it's like some of the stuff the communists did in that conflict it was absolutely heinous. But you know what? Because they were communists, it got all of that got brushed underneath the rug because at the time,
Typical.
At the time, you had a lot of communists in the U.S. news industry.
Yeah,
and
you were already getting like Soviet infiltration to a certain extent.
Exactly. And
communist magazines.
And there were a lot of intellectuals that were, either secret communists or were open communists.
My reasoning is let them fight each other. These are two sides of the same shitty coin.
Exactly.
Because it's like neither of these sides are good. Like both of them are just filled with shitty people. And yeah, in World War II, you see the perfect example of how both sides did horrible things to each other.
Exactly.
I feel like I just concluded my TED Talk. Hallelujah, holy shit.
Where's the Tylenol?
I don't know, but I'm about to change up the tune here.
Shitter's full.
Merry Christmas! Shitter's full!
Check your shitter, honey.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get some more Blueberry comics this year. I
Is
got
that a
one.
euphemism?
Yes, it's all code. I always speak in code, Hedge.
2 girls, 1 blueberry.
Oh.
Hey, buddy, do you have a mango comic available? Wink, wink, wink.
Gatorade slushy.
I will say this though, I still think Heavy Metal magazine, it's like if you're wanting like one of the best well springs of inspiration, it's still like one of the top you can go to.
Yeah, I used to have a bunch of those. I wonder if I can find some used somewhere in town.
Yeah. I mean, like, my opinion on it has always been, like, it's never going to be the best storytelling, but for, like, ideas and cool new concepts, it's, like, second to none.
Yeah, that's the thing it was offering really well. It was bringing strange new worlds. It was sci-fi, right? So it was, like, giving you just like a window into a really strange, weird world. It was very Philip K. Dick.
It's a very renegade comic, I would say, where it's like both American comics and even Japanese comics had a lot of tropes and rules they had to follow. Metal Hurlant was basically just like, we're just gonna like defy those rules, see what you can really do with comics.
Right. That was a lot of time. There's time of a lot of experimentation.
Not all of it worked, but it's like some of the ideas, it's like you see a lot of the rough ideas from there go on into like other comics or movies or books, and they get made into something that is like a multi-million-dollar juggernaut.
Yep.
Yeah,
I kind of
sad that we don't have those magazines anymore to just give us like a place to try stuff out.
It's kind of like the Love, Death, and Robots of Mag Comics.
Yeah, there is actually an interview with like one of the writers for Love, Death, and Robots and one of the newer heavy metal new printings.
Yeah.
And like one of their biggest inspirations was Heavy Metal magazine. And it's like you can feel it whenever you feel like watching it. I I think Kraid is really pissed.
He's about to have a really bad day. I might be rusty and making a lot of dumb mistakes, but I'm pretty sure I could take him down first try still.
This is a reminder that I still need to play Metroid Dread.
Yeah,
Go for the Sphinxter. Go for the Sphinxter.
Especially after seeing all the stuff about Metroid Prime 4, I'm like, oddly enough, this just makes me want to play just about any other Metroid game, especially Dread, because I haven't checked it out.
Pew 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 pew.
Blue Man Blues just saying aim for the blowhole, I assume. You're a thick person.
You kids in your Metroid video games.
When I was your age, we couldn't crouch or shoot up or down. We could only move left and right.
Well, that's the whole reason she was able to like get into a ball is because they didn't have enough room to
That
make
was
her
the origin
animate.
of the morph ball.
Back in my day, we played the NES Metroid and we liked it. We didn't have none of those Super Metroids.
There's nothing super about our Metroid.
I actually did a run through on that old NES Metroid Deathless run. I was surprised when I pulled it off, but
I played a little bit of the original Metroid. For me, it's kind of a rough concept compared to the later games. Like even
very
Super
much
Metroid.
So. It really is.
Super Metroid is really when the series like really took off.
But I mean, even when you played the old rough Metroid when it first came out, you could just see the possibilities in that. You know?
Yeah. And what was it? Was it Zero Mission? That's basically a remake of the first game.
Yeah, Zero Mission is Metroid 1.
Yeah.
Really? They remade it?
It's a remake of the first game, but it's like they have a little bit at the end where you roam around as Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah.
I remember when all this stuff came out first time.
Oh yeah, I played it when it first came out in the States. I was hooked on that.
Another one.
Oh, I love Duke Nukem 3D. Or are you talking about the original Duke Nukem?
The original Duke Nukem.
Oh, okay. Side-scrolling Duke Nukem.
Yes, Herman and I are old.
Very, very old.
We're like Atari 2600 old.
Yes.
We are TRS 80 old. We are Odyssey old.
I've never played the side-scrolling Duke Nukem games, but I do really enjoy Duke Nukem 3D.
That's what I thought y'all were talking about at first when you kept mentioning Duke Nukem. And
no, Duke Nukem was like a side-scroller at first.
Yep. Remember, you used to be able to jump and twirl and shoot. And it looked so hokey, but it was fun.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of what was id famous for before Doom? Commander Keen.
Yeah.
It's a lot like that.
Yeah.
Sequence break.
No, actually, id was famous for.
Wolfenstein.
Yes, Wolfenstein 3D. Oh, I had all three of those. Oh my
they had a few series under their belt before Doom really launched them in the stratosphere.
I remember, well, I mean, Wolfenstein 3D was pretty freaking big. And I'll never forget, I got, the first one was interesting in the end, but the other two started delving right into Lovecraft. I mean, like one of them was the Spirit Destiny, and I mean, they had Hitler running around as a freaking robot.
Yeah, Mecha Hitler. That alone is like fun as hell to have as a final boss in your game. It's like, what other game can you say? Well, you get to fight Hitler in a mech suit.
Yeah. So it was just, I mean, it was kind of those the second and the third were like out there. And let's see. So yeah, and when Doom first came out, it was a single player, and then they made it into a multiplayer tournament. And me and the guys at work, we would sit there after work was over and sit there and play Doom all day. And what is it? Not battle. I forget what it was, but everyone for themselves type mode. And,
Battle Royale.
no, it wasn't Battle Royale. It was called Death. I think it was called Deathmatch at the time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm too young to really be in it myself, but I've always heard about Doom LAN parties. Unreal Tournament was huge. Quake 3. I'm trying to think what else.
I used to play Heretic a lot.
I know about Heretic. I've never played it though. I've actually seen gameplay for it.
It was just like Doom, except with magical items instead of firearms.
Yeah, it's Heretic and Hexen, isn't it?
Yeah, Hexen. I forgot that existed, actually.
Yeah, that's like the sequel. But yeah, it's like Doom, but instead of a shotgun, you have like a magic staff.
Yeah, a Rod of Reaching or whatever.
Yeah.
Rod of Reaching out and touching someone.
Hail, Guilty Gearhead.
What's up, Guilty?
Hello, Guilty.
I made right before, well, not like about a year before Doom came out. I had made a side-scroller network game that we used to play. I tried to distribute it. It never really went anywhere. But it was based off of Snipe, which came with the Novell network, and I'm like, I could do something with this. And so it was a full. You couldn't play it solo. You could only play it network. But it was a full network type tournament game. And basically, like I said, it was a side scroller, and you could have up to 4 people and would synchronize them, and then you'd go through and try and kill each other so many times before you were out, and then the guy who was left was the winner. So we used to play that all the time. It was fun. I'd make up different maps and stuff for it. But it used, when Doom came out with the death match, I'm sitting going, son of a bitch, you guys, it was almost like they copied how I had done my game, because they were using, I forget what it was. It was they were using like a broadcast packet to like talk to all the players.
Oh yeah.
So, and I do kind of wonder if because I know a few people had picked up the game. Sometimes I wonder if like they had gotten the idea from my game or not. I don't know.
Maybe. It could also be one of those moments where it's like the tech was it was made by several like minds at a similar time.
Yeah. That's when I first got into networking and communications.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was Novell Networks were using a thing called IPX SPX, and I think it was IPX was like the raw data pack, and SPX was the streaming type, which is like TCP/IP. And so what I did is I used that IPX to like broadcast stuff back and forth, and every single computer was responsible with updating their screen with the information that had been provided by the other players. So, but I was like looking at that going, the synchronization is kind of the same, and if I remember, it could only use like local. You could only put it on a local subnet, which was the same as IPX. You could only use it on a local subnet in Novell terms.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, also, Frederick, so it was yesterday that I ended up finishing my read for Gale. That was probably my favorite Philippe Drouillet comic so far.
Gale? I don't know that one.
It's like part of the Lone Sloan saga.
Okay.
Let me see if I can pull up a bit of the artwork, because it's one of the ones that people like to bring up for Philippe Drouillet.
Cool.
Let me see. Ah, yes. Here's the artwork. Let me try and share it. There we are. Frequency, if you can share that, I'll show the nice artwork to everybody.
Boom.
Yeah, this is it.
Sloan Gale. Okay. That's a cool contrast between color and black and white on the cover.
Yeah, the I swear Drouillet's comics, it's like I can barely wrap my head around the plot. His plots are usually
Doesn't matter.
They don't really matter. Also, it's like you can tell he was on drugs half the time.
It's a psychedelic experience, you know, like it's like you're trying to figure out the plot of your dreams. It's like it's pointless. Just go with it. You know?
But his artwork, his imagery, it's like they're like high works of art, each and every page, just about it.
Have a good one, Fu Man Blue. Thanks
God
for hanging
bless
out with
Fu
us.
Man Blue.
And they're very epic. Like it's grandiose. It's over the top.
Yeah, I do notice he has a big motif with a lot of his artwork, which is he loves to have kind of like he loves to draw this face, but in like different forms, I guess.
AFK, dude.
And it's also like eyes. He has as like a motif. It's like all over his artwork. Let me see if I can pull up a few more for like a good demonstration.
Yeah, he's somewhere between surrealism, science fiction, and just a dreamlike quality.
Yeah, and I love dreamlike qualities like that in fiction. Like I said, he loves to convey eyes in his different drawings. Like this sort of like pupilless eyes, that's one thing. Like it's very surrealist. And I'll stop.
Surrealism was big back then as well.
I do like surreal artwork. I think it can be very fun.
Oh yeah, I had a huge surreal painting.
Sorry, there's a little slow to the mute button there. Didn't mean to cough on camera.
Stop coughing on camera. Jeez.
I'm a little under the weather.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of people have been under the weather over the last month. I've been, you have, Billy Bob Sack, several people I know has all been under the weather.
I've been over the weather.
Oh, I see. Yeah, but if there's an artist, I would say their artwork is truly cyclopean. For me, that's Philippe Drouillet's artwork, where it's like
cyclopean,
where it's like your mind can hardly even wrap itself around what it's seeing.
Mm.
I've never quite heard it described in that manner before, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
What, cyclopean?
Yeah.
Try. I recommend reading some H.P. Lovecraft, and he loves that word. He really does.
I never read Lovecraft because I'm not into hentai.
Try Clark Ashton Smith then.
It's cosmic hentai.
Well, obviously. You're just having Cthulhu hop on the screen and he says Sugoi.
I didn't know Cthulhu was in the Sigourney Weaver.
Well, it's a well-known hidden secret, you know.
Well
known
and hidden.
No tentacles for Wrangler.
Yeah, I'm not into calamari stuff. Dang it. There we go.
Yeah, I was talking with Kahuna earlier today. It's funny how I was comparing like my whole observation with like Philippe Drouillet and basically saying it's like the opposite of my experience with One Piece, where it's like One Piece, it's like if you look at a single panel, a lot of people will say this where like the art style's ugly, it doesn't look very good. But it's like you see the panels like in motion. It's like it looks way better. You can see what it's going for. Philippe Drouillet is like the opposite, where it's like an individual panel looks incredible, but then it's like you're going between panels. You're like, it's hard to make sense of it.
Yeah, there's not as much storytelling.
Well, it'll basically be like there's this extremely well rendered like page or panel where the artwork just looks amazing. Then you have like several text bubbles like narrating what's happening for each scene. You're like, I just want the artwork to explain what's going on.
No storytelling for you.
Am I in Otter's neck of the woods here?
Have you
Obviously.
ever looked into Enki Bilal?
I don't think so. Might have to send me a link or something.
Sure, he's up there with Moebius. He was a filmmaker also, but his bande dessinée is what really stands out. And he does a lot of black and white with slight color elements, like slight blue, red, inserted in very dark black and white. It's a lot of dystopian sci-fi. Feels like Star Wars in the sense that it's, future technology that's all worn out and on this, almost broken down.
Yeah.
And he has one of his, I think a series he's most famous for is the Nikopong trilogy, which is, you have like Egyptian creatures, like Egyptian gods come down to Earth, and they have like these animal heads, right?
Yeah.
And they're landing in the future, and they have a flying pyramid in the sky to come down and visit the humans.
Yeah, and this is something I'll likely want to have for one of my future projects. I'm sort of working on it now. I'm just kind of seeing how it develops, but I am like, I don't even know how long it'll take, honestly, but I am working on a project that is kind of inspired by like the whole look of like Philippe Drouillet, like this sort of like art style here. Like the kind of like the weird like dichotomy between man and machine, how it makes these very fantastic looking pictures. I was a little inspired by like H.R. Giger and Scorn as well.
Yeah, wasn't Geiger a big part of that as well? Like the techno-organic type of
Yes.
stuff?
Yeah, I personally like Drouillet's work better though. I think it has more style to it.
Less phalluses.
That too. I get where Giger is going with that side, but it's like it's artwork I'm not the biggest fan of, honestly. I think I've seen a few other artists do it a bit better in that facet. But like I personally like the I guess it's the more alien side of it, where it's like it looks familiar but not quite at the same time. So it's like this is more what fascinates me, and I don't know. I want to see if there is a way to novelize some sort of like idea around it. We'll see. It's very much a rough concept.
Can somebody share my screen? Or show my screen?
Yep. Hang on. There you go.
Yeah, they said it could take up to 72 hours. Well, that was fast.
Have a great night, Christy. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. God bless.
Oh, good night, Chrissy.
God bless, Christy.
Yeah, that was fast. That's the fastest 72 hours I've seen. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Oh,
Wrong button. Hang on.
oh.
There we go.
Yeah, Frederick, but another Moebius comic, I mean, it was something that I just read, well, today, actually, but everybody knows about it, is Long Tomorrow. That's probably his most famous comic, I guess.
Long Tomorrow. I've never heard of it.
Sure, dude, you've shared panels for it.
Oh, I must be familiar with the French version. I don't know the English title.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Because he didn't say Mobius with a French accent.
Long Tomorrow.
Oh, that's
No, I mean,
fine.
I've read all of them in French.
Let's see. I'm just gonna bring it through Google Translate. It's probably gonna give like a terrible translation, but
Well,
we'll
yeah, it's just going to give you I know what Long Tomorrow is in French, but
Impossible. AI would never give you a bad translation.
I'll just look up a few of the panels then, see if you can recognize it. Here we are. We'll share this.
Hold on, I'm on another tab right now trying to get you some sweet Enki Bilal.
Oh, buddy.
freaking
Oh,
Reddit.
buddy.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yes. I've got my toy.
Tell me when you're sharing it. I'll be on another page.
Go ahead and try sharing it, Wrangler.
What are you sharing here?
The Long Tomorrow. This is it. It inspired the whole visual design for Blade Runner. This and Sid Mead.
Yeah, this looks like the Incal a lot.
Yeah, like this.
Oh, that was all no script. That was a bande dessinée he did with no prior script.
No, there was a script. It was Dan O'Bannon who did the script for it.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah,
Could this
it
be
was like
the,
Dan O'Bannon who wrote it, and Moebius just drew it.
Is this the garage hermétique, the hermetic garage?
What is it? I know what you're talking about. What's it called? Airtight Garage?
Yeah.
It's a similar name to that. That was like a complete improv piece.
Yeah, that's the one.
He was like changing styles and like techniques with like every page or something like that.
Is it possible to do that and have the whole thing flow without like becoming more distracting than, you know what I mean? Like, can it be done and make it a good addition to?
Well, I'm
contribute to it?
gonna go out on a limb and say it's more than possible. It just depends on the skill of the creator. Can they pull it off? Do they?
I mean,
have the skill to
the
pull it?
Crow was pretty much that. If you look at the Crow comic book, he changes his style incredibly. Like, there's a huge change of style.
Oh
in the
crap,
Crow.
we're getting dumped on out here. I just stepped outside and we got snow coming down. I had no idea this was coming.
Okay, I got something to share too.
right. Let me see if I can get that up there.
Here in a second, Frederick, I want to share some manga art with you and I want to ask
There we
you
go.
how French it looks.
Okay. So this is Enki Bilal. This is the Nikopol trilogy I was telling you about with the Egyptian gods and shit. Here you see them talk amongst themselves with their flying pyramid.
Oh yeah.
So they look a lot different than my versions, huh?
Yeah, well, it's got this bleak, very gray, very dystopian future. Don't look at the nudity, guys.
It's a French comic. What can we say?
Yeah. What's Bastet like in this comic?
Well, I think we'll see her. Oh, but that's all the pictures they have on this one. But Bastet's very cute. She's also nude.
I mean, it's a French comic.
Yeah.
That was it. But Enki Bilal, if you can get your hands on that one's incredible. It's 3 books. You could probably get it in one, like, combined book.
An omnibus. An omnibus.
Omnibus.
I'm gonna be biased and say I think my Bastat's better looking.
Wow. Okay.
How dare you, Wrangler?
Holy crap, Wrangler! Boy, did you crap on that conversation.
That's right. No.
All right, Frederick. I'm gonna show you. First of all, I gotta ask, Frederick, how aware are you of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I'm sure a lot of people are aware of it, but how aware are you?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Yes. It's not very well known in the States, but in Japan, it's about as popular as Dragon Ball. It actually had a similar influence.
Yeah, I may have heard of the name before, but I don't know much about it.
Okay. I'll show you how the artwork looked back in around 88 when it first started. So, Wrangler, if you can share my screen real quick.
There was a big change of style along the way?
He gets about 4 story arcs then. It goes from a like Fist of the North Star inspired to like pure French inspired.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen this.
So this is how the artwork looks in the beginning. This is how it looks later on, a few decades later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and for me, this screams French art inspiration here.
Well, you couldn't tell it was Japanese. Like, besides the lettering at the bottom right, you would have showed me this and you were like, okay, name the country where this is from. Like, Japan would be last on the list.
Yeah, because after a certain point, Araki, the actual like mangaka behind JoJo's, it didn't start this way, but his creating style anymore is he looks at like art pieces by Michelangelo and then also like French like fashion magazines, and he combines the two. So he's kind of famous for like having ridiculous poses, but it's also meant to be like extremely like surrealist in places.
I can dig it. Yeah, see, that's what style is all about, man. Makes it interesting to read and look at.
Yeah, some of the stories are a bit debatable, but I always thought the art design was very unique as far as anime and manga is concerned.
Oh, Frederick, if you don't think my Bastat's better looking, then maybe I'll have to commission you to make it better looking.
Now you're talking. I got to get on your commission. I got to do that. I was thinking about it all week. I got to do the thumbnails and send you those.
Sweet.
I'm going to try to do that before tomorrow. If I could get you the thumbnails tomorrow during the day, maybe you could get started on it during the show.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be fun. Because you can give me instant feedback as well.
Yeah. But, yeah, I know you probably got a lot on your plate, but for the lineup, for commissions down the road after this one, I'll probably commission you for Bastet, and then then after that, I'll commission you for the villain.
What's the villain like?
Let me see if I can call up a photo of the concept. Hang on, I'm switching back to the computer.
Oh god!
Wow, that was painful.
Yeah, I jumped the gun on hitting the computer mic a little too quick there. I should have.
I was about to ask, Frederick, have you ever read any of Hawk Moon?
Hawk Moon?
Yeah.
No,
This is Michael Moorcock who wrote it.
Oh, no, I've never read it.
So it kind of does a similar thing with the whole sort of like, I don't know if you'd call it Egyptian gods, because it's like it's sort of like a reverse World War II in a sense, where it's like in this sort of like distant future, like alternate reality, it's like
kind of like Philip K. Dick's High Castle.
Yes, sort of, where it's like London is actually like the totalitarian, like world dominating region, and Germany's actually like the last bastion of freedom. It reverses those roles. But it's like their whole motif in London, as they call it, is it's like highly faction based, where it's like depending on the animal mask you wear, that determines like your rank and your role, like what your house stands for.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Frederick, that's the villain, the concept of the villain right there.
Oh, okay. He
This
looks
is
like
Lucifer.
a stage magician a little bit.
It's Lucifer.
Yeah.
Hello, friends.
What's up,
Hey,
James?
How you doing, Sandwich?
I'm doing well. I left my wallet in El Segundo, but I'm back now.
El Segundo.
Yeah.
Is that like leaving your heart in San Francisco?
Kind of. But, more homeless people.
There's
Or
another one,
maybe
Frederick.
that's-
Oh yeah, that one's nice.
Except no one in El Segundo craps in the streets
That you know of.
that we
Well,
know
it's
of.
York streets, so.
Well, they should check out L.A.
Oh, they're
That's
crapping in
cool,
the
man.
streets
I
down
like
there?
the silver white look to it.
Well, Bible always said Lucifer likes to appear as an angel of light. So
Okay.
I figure that's a good look for him right there for
Checks
the
out.
fictional version anyway.
It's like Lucifer is always silver-tongued, like he was the most beautiful of the angels. So it's like contrary to his whole lizard-like appearance normally, it's actually quite the opposite, but it's like purely to deceive you.
Right.
Our local folklore here has him coming into parties late at night with a top hat and a fiddle.
Well, I just got the speed booster, so I'm about to bust this game wide open. Let's see if I still got it.
Let me see if I
So-
can share this.
Oh, I screwed up.
Lucifer is Charlie Daniels.
No, Charlie Daniels beat him in a fiddling contest, though.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, here's an art piece if you want something that is simultaneously very well put together, but is also like about as 1970s as you can get as far as comics are concerned.
All right.
I think we're waiting on Wrangler to be done with his speed boost.
Yeah.
And I've done this millions of times without a problem, but it's been so long and I'm rusty at it that I'm just making dumb mistakes here.
I
It's
never played a
interesting.
Metroid game. I have to give it a try one of these days.
Yeah, I got to get back into Cyberpunk this week. I think when I'm done with the Rise of the Tomb Raider, I'm going to hit Cyberpunk.
Never before have I had a game where I enjoy playing it, but it's like I can pick up a lot of problems along the way.
Yeah.
I'll compare it time and again to Skyrim. It's exactly my experience with Skyrim.
Haven't played that one yet. I have it on my Steam Deck, but I haven't played it. I need to set up like mods before I get into it.
Modded Skyrim is the best way to play it.
Yeah.
It is kind of tough to really appreciate it until you've tried like vanilla Skyrim. Vanilla Skyrim, it's almost like the base point of reference.
So are you recommending I play vanilla before I get into modded?
Try a little bit of vanilla, then get into
Yeah.
modded.
I
That's
played
my
like
Time it was epic.
I played the first 5 minutes of it, like the intro and getting attacked by dragons and leaving the city.
Where were you when Skyrim came out? I was in
Yeah,
college.
for me, vanilla Skyrim is just all right. Modded Skyrim, depending on the mods, is like 10 out of 10 easily.
I remember this cool mod because there's a civil war going on. So what it would do is it would spawn like 15 Stormcloaks and 15 Imperials and just have them do battle out in the open somewhere. Like it's just a random battle between them. So that way you can kind of feel the civil war happening.
Yeah.
And then you can take a side.
The Civil War in vanilla Skyrim is like one of the biggest bits of missed opportunity. It's like the potential is there. It's just Bethesda never really has anything that makes it feel like a civil war. Like you literally don't even see it going on in the world until you actually pick a side, and it's got to be part of the quest line.
And to think, all this time I thought, and up until this year, I thought Skyrim was a sci-fi. I had no idea it was a fantasy.
Really?
Wow.
Huh.
It's the most accessible Elder Scrolls game. I don't know if it's the most fun. For me, it's a toss-up between Morrowind and Daggerfall for the actual.
Yeah, I don't even know
Elder
the other Elder Scroll games. All I've heard is Skyrim.
I played Morrowind. It was my first one, and it was I was there for the Morrowind hype. It was big, but it took me a year to eventually buy the game. Like the idea that you had this huge open world, like we had that before, but we didn't really have it the way Morrowind was presenting it.
Morrowind is actually a pretty small game world, but I still love it.
Yeah.
How Morrowind actually makes it feel like a larger game world is they make your base movement speed very slow, which I really do not like. The game is still great though. Like it has some of my favorite stuff you can have in an Elder Scrolls game. It's just like any Elder Scrolls game, it's got some pretty big problems with it.
Wait till you play this game I'm thinking of. You play a turtle on the beach. It's an open world. It takes forever to get from one end to the other. Because you're a turtle. Get it?
All right, Wrangler, can you share my screen for a second?
Yep. And I think I need to turn this volume down a bit.
Another game
There we go.
that you need the mods is Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, Fallout New Vegas. I have not played modded Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, dude, I've been playing mod out. I've put 100 hours into it. It's
Mod out New
great.
Vegas.
Mod out New Vegas because I'm playing in third person.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of mods that just fix the third person perspective on it to make
Yeah.
it actually function. You walk well, you can crouch, there's a whole lot of fixes just for the third person perspective.
So
That's
this is
a
what
cool cover, man. I've seen this before. I've seen this one.
Yeah, so this is what I mean when it's like when I say Philippe Drouillet loves to draw like variations of this face, it's like all over his artwork. And like don't get me wrong, it's really cool looking, but you do kind of notice it as like a big motif.
These
in a
are
lot of
very
his artwork.
70s colors as well.
Yeah, I'm like this one is like very 70s. Here's another one that's a bit more elaborate. This might actually be one of my favorite pieces he's done.
Yeah. That's what a lot of his interiors look like.
Yeah, he loves drawing like triangular eyes too. But I think this looks so badass, like I just don't care.
Yeah, dude, anyone who turns this with AI, you could turn this into a movie like easily.
Crazy. Maybe that's something I'll do. Like, make just trippy ass shit with AI and mix it with trippy ass AI music. It is
I'm becoming a
like
big fan of AI slop.
to sort of just introduce the world into the official cyberpunk age. We have mega corporations, evil governments, verge on war, famine. Let's get it on, man. We got AI. It's the final piece.
For me,
The
like
most hilarious
like-
thing
Isn't that
Like-
like all of YouTube right now?
well, obviously.
Pretty much. It's
Not
actually kind of maddening. There's some cool AI stuff out there, but most of it is just garbage that someone generated, threw up without caring.
Oh yeah,
Well,
it's the
like
Indian. dude with,
everything,
like,
like 80% of it is just garbage, and you have to like hunt for the 20% that's good.
Yeah.
Whenever
Except
we
it's
have
easier
this
to make-
conversation, I'll
it's easier
shout
to
it
make
out every
garbage.
time. Multiversal Wisdom. Check that channel out. That's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
yeah, is no other good AI channel.
But
And there's-
for me, part of
Or
part
there's
of the
the
whole,
Soulless AI music channel by Mr. James Esparza.
There we go.
for me, part of the whole appeal of like cyberpunk though, and this is why I kind of point out like Cyberpunk 2077 as like it's a fun game, but the actual setting for it is sort of weak in the cyberpunk core, I guess. Where it's like the aesthetic is there, but it's like the core conflict of cyberpunk is missing. Where it's like you
Yeah.
want it to feel oppressive in like some basic fundamental way, where it's like just to make a basic living, you are handing over your rights in some way. Where it's like you're robbing your own humanity in some sort.
That's why I prefer Shadowrun. Shadowrun's got a better world setting, I think.
Yeah, like that. For me, it's like I get more of a true cyberpunk feel from this, where it's like everything human is like removed from the image, or it's like you can see it there, but it's also augmented. It's modified.
So transhuman, yeah.
Yeah, it's transhuman, to where it's like it feels dystopian, where it's like cyberpunk. The most dystopian thing I can think about it is like, oh no, you're bombarded with ads and everybody talks very edgy while willingly getting themselves cybernetically augmented. It's like if there was like a social expectation or a social contract, I think it'd be like way more like in line with actual like true man versus society cyberpunk.
Like Deus Ex.
Yeah, Deus Ex, like I said earlier, I think Deus Ex is a really good example of like cyberpunk done very well, where it's like it has sort of like that William Gibson edginess a little bit, but it half the time it almost feels like a spy thriller or something like that, where it's like there's always a puppet master pulling the strings.
The puppet master. Now you're making me think of Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell is a good example of a cyberpunk setting done pretty well.
Gearhead is complimenting your ping tuber there, James.
What is up?
He says I like Sandwich James.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you for the vote of confidence there, Guilty. I eventually did pull it off. It'd been a little while, so I'm unfortunately rusty and a little stupid with it, but I need to knock the rust off, and I am not beating my best time tonight, that's for certain. I got roasted by Emmys 4 times. I mean, like, that's embarrassing.
But Frederick, what would you say are some of your favorite cyberpunk IPs?
So yeah, Shadowrun is up there.
Fair enough.
I do like the Cyberpunk 2020 game. I thought that played really well.
Yeah, they is it Cyberpunk 2020 where it was like combat was actually based off of like FBI like reports and stuff like that?
Oh,
FBI
I don't
cases.
know about that. That would surprise me.
It was like very well known for being a hyper deadly system.
Everything's it's based on 10-sided dice. A lot of percentages.
Yeah.
And it's tedious tracking your skills because you have to use a skill in order to improve it during game. You can't put XP in a skill you didn't use.
It's very like Elder Scrolls-ish. It's like you got to use a skill in order for it to improve.
Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff that I like about it. But yeah, Shadowrun's my favorite. I think it's incredibly... It sounds retarded, but it's really well fleshed out because they're bringing back magic. I think
I want to check out some of the Shadowrun books. I've actually read a teensy tiny bit of them, and the writing is not bad from what I saw. I was like, this is much better than I thought it would be.
Yeah. I have 2 novels, 2 Shadowpunk novels. Part of a trilogy I need to finish. No, it's great because it balances the technology and the magic in ways that you're surprised how well it works. Because one kind of complements the other, and they're like, you kind of need both, and it's the creativity of using both to get around, like using magic. And dude, the fact that dragons own all the corporations is really fucking sick.
Yeah, I know about that. It's like. It's more kind of like the basic premise that throws me off, but right whenever you're about to denounce it, there's like dozens of fans that say, I know what you're about to say, but trust me, bro, it's actually very good.
No, because you think the concept would be retarded, but it's so well executed, and there's an incredible ton of lore. Like the first and second version of Shadowrun did all the hard work, and everything after that just kind of like built upon that. And
Yeah.
it just plays out really well. It's the gaming system that sucks.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I've heard that consistently. The setting and the lore for Shadowrun is very, very good. It's just the game system is terrible.
Terrible. And I did a lot of research to find which was the best one. There is no best one. Like, they all terribly suck, unfortunately.
It sounds like the best way to play Shadowrun is just using another system and like homebrewing it.
Yeah, you got to pick one, and like you don't want to be using the Matrix. Like, a lot of Shadowrun is about part of it is having one of your characters be a decker.
What's up, Pritchard?
Is the word for hacker.
Yeah.
So deckers would go into the Matrix, and you'd have whole sequences where the decker would be going through the Matrix and accessing different levels and bypassing ICE and security. Not ICE that we know today, but the computer security. And it just kills every game. You have one player who has to roll a bunch of dice for, like, you just got to make that one fucking hacking roll and move on.
I'm thinking, was it Neuromancer or another IP that made like the idea of like cyberspace hacking like very popular? I'm trying to think which IP that was.
It's probably Snow
I'm pretty
Crash.
sure it's Neuromancer.
I think it comes from Snow Crash, to be honest.
It may be Snow Crash. I've read some of Neuromancer, and it's like if it is a thing in Neuromancer, then I didn't understand it while I was reading it. There is like cyberspace in Neuromancer, but I don't know. It's described as like shapes, like very abstract shapes and like experiences. It sounds like how the book describes it is like a drug trip.
Yeah, whereas a Snow Crash, it's more like a computer game. So you're basically samurai fighting each other, but there's like serious consequences when you lose and stuff.
Yeah, I really want to check out Snow Crash. I've been getting more into cyberpunk stuff lately, and
You'll love it.
It's been scratching an itch. So it's like between that and Shadowrun, I'm gonna have to check both of those out.
Oh, cool. Let me know if you do. Yeah, Snow Crash, I enjoyed it. I should probably revisit it. It's just a fun ride. It's like it doesn't take itself too seriously in a way. Like, the main character is called Hero Protagonist. I've had a couple parts of the book read out to me, and a few sections I'll point out, and I'll be like, it seems like the author was smoking weed when they wrote this bit. Like, they're really high. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
There's a couple of bits that feel that way.
Yeah. It's funny to compare like their vision of the future, because we're way past the future as they envisioned it. Like
we're in a cyberpunk future just without the neon and the cool robots and everything.
Where are you living? We got neon and cool robots.
We're just starting to get the AI, okay?
We had neon for like 20, 30 fucking years. What are you talking about?
Where were you in the...
got Chat GPT, okay?
You need to get into the city a bit more.
What's up, Animation Overload? Cool to see
Animation.
you, man.
Nice to see you.
This is, I guess you could say this is a personal cyberpunk take, something I prefer stylistically. I think in cyberpunk, everything should either be A, a mega city, or B, like a desolate junkyard or wasteland. I don't think nature has much of any place in cyberpunk.
Yeah, I mean, does Mad Max count as cyberpunk?
No, not really.
No. There's no real cybernetics in there.
But it's like if you're to go outside of a city in a cyberpunk setting, would you prefer there being like trees and stuff, or would you rather it be like a desert or a wasteland or something like that?
Wow, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Unless the entire planet is a city, that is an edge case.
I mean,
That sounds
I'd
like
actually
Star Wars.
prefer sort of like a jungle/junkyard.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. Like, no matter what, I think a cyberpunk world should feel oppressive in some way, either inside the city or outside the city. It should be dangerous, just in different ways.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned it earlier, but like, what was it? Fuck.
Think, Frederick.
I always blank on the fucking name.
You can do it.
Yeah, I know.
I was screwed up
Blade
some
Runner. So
significant
Blade Runner
title.
is a really good cyberpunk setting
Yeah.
as well. Ghost
Yeah.
in the Shell is amazing. Akira a little bit. Akira's
Yeah,
very-
Akira's cyberpunk.
Yeah. I mean, the Japanese are the best at cyberpunk. Let's be
Battle
honest.
Angel Alita is really good.
That's cool. I read the manga. That's a lot of fun.
I never read the manga, but I love the movie.
If you like the movie, check out the manga. The manga is very good.
Yeah, it's got everything. The movie really did a good job, I think.
The only thing I don't like about the manga is like the last volume. I think it botches the ending just a little bit.
I hear rumor we might be getting a sequel to that finally.
We'll have to see. James Cameron is very obsessed with making more Avatar movies.
Yeah, we don't have
Yeah,
enough
but
Avatar movies.
I thought Alita Battle Angel was Robert Rodriguez.
It was. I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, let me check. Was it Robert Rodriguez?
Pretty sure.
Let me check. Directed. Oh, James Cameron was a producer. That's right. Well, if they make a sequel to it, good. Yeah, it gets to a certain part in the story, and it goes into like full on like cyber body horror or whatnot. The villain after a certain point is messed up, like really messed up.
Is that in Alita?
Yeah. In the manga, it starts going in like it gets about halfway through the original manga series, and it goes into like cyber body horror or something like that.
One of the most horrific things I've seen. I mean, it wasn't like a visual horrific, but
Okay.
I caught the end of a episode of Ghost in the Shell, and I don't know which version it was, but so somebody asked the bad guy, well, you know, who had made somebody disappear, hey, where's her brain case? And he said, oh, somewhere in a landfill by now. I was like, I hope they're not conscious when they're just like that. That would be horrific.
Battle Angel Alita deals with a similar idea where I'm trying to think what sort of it's like a sort of spiritualist theology where it's like it deals with the core idea that so long as the mind is still there, the person isn't truly dead. So
Right, but being conscious is a whole nother ballgame. Like Alita in the movie anyway, she was in a junkyard for what, a couple of centuries or something?
yeah. Well, a
But
big
she
part of
wasn't
the idea of
conscious of it. She was just like unconscious.
a big part of the idea behind it is like, and this is where it fits into cyberpunk very well, is the idea where it's like someone can lose their arm or like literally be cut in half or something, but just so long as their brain is intact, they can be like cybernetically augmented and brought back and they're fine. They may have trauma, like psychological trauma, but it's like they're not.
But everyone's got trauma. Get in line, you know.
Yeah, but it's like they can have just about every part of their body replaced, but it's like just so long as their brain is there, they're not truly considered dead. And that's like an actual plot point in the manga.
Would you
I
guys
always
say
thought
that
it was a cool idea.
Futurama is cyberpunk?
I don't think so. Which episode of Futurama?
All of them. I mean, you got like
Oh yeah,
Apple robots. You got chopped heads, like just stuck in.
The
Futurama
head
is
of
like a
Richard Nixon.
Futurama is like a fan's love letter to a ton of sci-fi and fantasy.
Yeah, it is, and it has I think it's the cartoon with the highest average IQ for its writers. Like the amount of just like people who had higher education on that writer's board. Is
Oh yeah, some of that
insane.
stuff was just genius.
I
There's
think
a
it
lot of
actually
nerdy
has more
jokes.
like
A lot of
a,
them are deep.
Yeah, it has a very classic sci-fi feel to it, especially the aesthetic. The aesthetic's super classy sci-fi.
I also like it that
1980s.
it's a spoof of sci-fi, but it's also its own legit. There's like legit world building to it.
Oh yeah, like Death by Snoo Snoo.
Yeah. I had to remind myself that one of the movies is like they literally get invented. Their universe gets invaded by a literal hentai tentacle monster.
Oh, that's right. The Genticles.
Yeah, then right after
Nice.
that, they get isekai'd into like Bender's own version of a D&D world.
Rick and Morty's very sci-fi and smart as well.
It was, and I maybe it still is. I don't know, but a lot of people are trying to emulate Rick and Morty and not doing it well, and just kind of giving the whole concept a bad name at this point.
It makes me think of I think it's just an imitator syndrome, like that brings something down.
Just
like,
the way everybody wants to emulate Joss Whedon's writing style.
It's like Doom clones or Half-Life clones or something like that. It's like the original does something very well, and then all the imitators try to replicate it. A few succeed, but most of them just drag it down.
Yeah.
So is anybody excited for the upcoming Dune 3 movie?
No.
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 I haven't even watched the first two movies. And
My
it's
response is, oh, ho, ho.
and I love Dune, and he's a French Canadian director, but dude, the casting is so bad.
I'm not a big fan of Denis Villeneuve. I will say this. I think I've only seen his first Dune film, and it was not bad by any stretch. I actually think it's one of his better movies. It's still got a few problems, though, for sure. Casting is a big problem.
Yeah.
Zendaya.
What's
yeah,
up, Raven?
Zendaya. I kind of view Denis Villeneuve and Robert Eggers in a very similar light, where it's like, technically speaking, they're very talented. How many of their movies do I really like? Not too many. Kind of a few, really.
I mean, even the male lead, when the movie was coming out, he was on magazines wearing a fucking like pearl necklace around his neck, like Marge Simpson. I was like, oh, dude, it's like, you're just turning me off this movie. Like, it's so fucking gross. Like, I just turned off. But
I just don't think he did a very good job at all playing Paul.
well, he's so small and skinny and scrawny. No way does he inspire like a military leader, like someone who was trained from youth to lead, to take place of his father. It's not believable.
Say what you will about the David Fincher Dune. I hope I've got the director right.
No, it's not David Fincher. It's
who am I thinking?
oh god, I can't think of his
Denis,
name.
whatever.
Dune movies.
Villeneuve? Is that a Villeneuve?
No, that was
David Lynch.
David Lynch, that's
Yeah.
right.
I love that
I
one.
done screwed up here.
I have a
What's-
couple problems with it, but it's like 2 to 3 times as faithful to the book compared to like the
I have
Villeneuve
no
version.
problems with it. I love it, especially if you can get your hands on the 3-hour version. That is the best version to watch. The one that has the cartoon, or not cartoon, but like illustrated intro at the beginning.
There, now you can see the map.
The only major problem I have with the film is the ending. I think the ending is kind of a betrayal to what the book is. The rest of it is like legit good though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, having rain on Arrakis, I think, defeats the entire purpose of Arrakis.
Well, I will tell you that stylistically, the most recent ones were better. It might have been more faithful to the book. The David Lynch ones might have been more faithful to the book, but it looked hokey.
From a narrative standpoint, I think it's truer to the book.
Yeah.
Whenever you watch the movie, it feels like the book.
Yeah. And I don't like David Lynch stuff anyway, so.
I
was never
have
a
sort of
fan of
mixed opinions on David Lynch.
Cronenberg's the same way. Come on, man. Stop being weird.
But a big part of what
That's
David
his own
Lynch
business model, Hedge.
A big
I mean,
part
they
of
even
David Lynch's
they even
stuff
look
is,
weird.
yeah. A big part of David Lynch's stuff is just to disturb the audience. It feels like for shock value. That was the intention I always got.
It's like, you
I
know,
like
dude,
Twin Peaks.
if I want shock value, I'll go down to Detroit. Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I like
that-
Twin
that
Peaks,
landed
and
poorly.
I thought that was a pretty decent show he did there.
Twin Peaks was good, but there's some parts of it that just sort of dragged on.
Well, yeah, I
had
mean the second season, it's infamous for that.
Yeah,
And it's more than shock value as well, because it's about mystery. It's about stimulating your imagination.
So I'm not
And-
necessarily talking about Twin Peaks whenever I say that. It's more just kind of like some of his other films.
Racerhead?
If you want to understand David Lynch, I recommend you read Catching the Big Fish. Catching the Big Fish explains his process, where he gets his ideas from. And there's a lot of revelation about how he thinks about creativity in that book.
Yay!
Is that a Chozo?
Sort of. It was a the body of a Chozo soldier, but it's infested with X parasite.
Oh, okay.
Damn parasites. Try ivermectin.
So I'm curious, Wrangler, do you think we're going to get another Metroid game anytime soon?
Possibly.
It might be another 5 years, in my opinion. It seems like every
Well, I think we'll get
5
a prime.
years.
I think we'll get another prime game before we get another side scroller. And I've learned a few things about what went on with Prime 4. You know how Bandai Namco, it started with them, then they scrapped it and gave it back to Retro. Well, I guess they couldn't quite get rid of everything that Bandai Namco did. They had to kind of build off of their foundation. So, Retro did an interview recently. They know that this one didn't land quite the way it was meant to, but they were already starting work on Prime 5. So apparently, they're going to be a little more pay a little more attention to how this one comes out.
I think aesthetically the game looks very good.
It does.
I just think from a Metroidvania perspective, I think they should have taken a few more notes from other Metroidvanias made. That's what it sounds like one of the game's biggest problems was, aside from the companions and everything, was that
they also thought people wanted an open world, because there was a lot of people online. There were a lot of people online saying that.
I think it was a lot of, from what I've seen, a lot of people have been saying it's like the Metroidvania design is there, but it feels a bit too much like a knockoff Zelda game in places, which I'm not going to shit on the game too much for that, because Prime 2 did that in a lot of ways. But
Prime 2 did it well.
Yeah. At the same time, I do agree with people. It's like they should probably be taking some notes from like Hollow Knight, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, see what they can learn from it. Because it sounded like the open world they had was a bit too much like Breath of the Wild, which, I don't think that was a very good move.
I think you're right, because, I mean, I don't play as much Metroid as Wrangler does, but like that's the whole point. Is it's a Metroid, it's a Metrovania. Like Hollow Knight is kind of killing it right now with that game style.
Silk Song, yeah.
They should definitely take notes from that.
Yeah, like I get the idea of an open world, but I think it kind of, unless it's done a certain way, I just kind of see it going. I see it detracting from a Metroidvania, because a big part of the appeal.
Yeah, they said in that interview that what makes a Metroidvania. Guilty says Metroid Breath of the Wild, but what makes a Metroidvania directly does conflict with open world.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
tried to marry the two. What I thought they were going to do, they didn't do. I thought we were going to have an open area in the middle, but the other areas would interconnect. And I thought when you went underground in the desert, you would find a vast labyrinth down there to go through. And if they'd done that, I think it would have landed a lot better.
I'm trying to think. I personally think just having a regular Metroidvania world, if you're gonna make a
Is the best way to
Metroidvania,
go.
just having a straight Metroidvania world is much better.
I'm not saying don't mix it up once in a while, but they strayed too far from the core of what makes the game like that.
Yeah.
The best way I could see it being done is if they wanted to have open world elements, having like certain zones being like their own little sandboxes or something.
Yeah.
That I could see working, where it's like, oh, you're going to this unique area. This is just a sandbox. This is completely different from the rest of the world. I think of like Nier Automata, where it's like you go to like the desert area and it's like the rest of the world is pretty well structured. There's buildings and everything, but then you get to the desert and it's just like sand as far as you can see.
It gets everywhere.
So much sand.
I hate sand.
But yeah, I think they're already working on Prime 5 and it will be better than 4. I think Retro paid attention to all the feedback. They looked at what they did and where they messed up with it, and
That's a good name, Prime 5. Started out well.
I do wish them the best. Yeah.
Well, so do I. I don't want Metroid to be bad,
Prime 4 just, from the beginning, Prime 4 just had a lot of trouble surrounding it.
It really did.
I think no matter what, it was likely going to be a flawed game. I think the big thing that killed it for a lot of people, though, is the mandatory green crystal hunt. You actually have to get a certain amount to beat the game.
Yeah.
That is just a grind.
It was just sheer total tedium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always hate it when they try to just force that crap on you,
I don't know what it is with Metroid games and having a mandatory collectathon sequence at the end.
That's only in the Prime series, though.
Yeah, it's only in the Prime games. I don't know why that's such a trope in the Metroid Prime games. It's never improved it. The best instance I can think of it being done is Prime 3, and even then it was just kind of like, oh, you kind of passively collect them as you go.
You didn't need all of them, and there was a slight sequence break where you could get to one early.
Yeah. You got several just from completing the main story, and by the time it became mandatory, you already had half the amount you needed, and the other half was a lot of places you kind of already went to, there's something that's missing there.
All right, I get time for me to break this game open.
Time to sequence break.
Oh, big time. I just need to remember to do this first.
Yeah, this game
or else a half hour later I'll come back to that from the other side and I'll be stuck.
Yeah, this game looks very similar to Metroid Fusion, though a bit less linear than Metroid Fusion, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah. Oh, it absolutely has an intended path, and it does kind of corral you in that direction. But there are so many cool things to bust it wide open.
Yeah.
This. Once you get the speed booster, it's the world is your oyster.
It is kind of weird, though, that Metroid Prime 4, a lot of people have been saying is kind of dated. But Metroid Dread, it's everybody's no, this is pretty damn good.
Oh, this is one of the best made to date, I think. And I love using the speed booster as a weapon too.
Yeah, I also think having the X Parasite as your health is genius. So it's if you don't collect it after a certain amount of time, it just automatically respawns the enemy. Nice shooting, Tex. AC says some of my favorite humans and Otter AC. Oh, okay.
I just cheesed that boss big time because I kept charging up the speed booster and slamming into him with it.
Hey, it's smart.
It does some serious damage.
Seems like the best Metroid games, it's like they almost have like sequence breaking built into the game a little bit.
This one does, because there are a few cutscenes. If you follow the intended path, there are certain things you just don't have at certain times. But they put in cutscenes, so if you do have it, and you use something you're not supposed to have, all of a sudden there's a cutscene dedicated to that. That means they engineered the sequence break into it.
I think this game is just kind of like Yoshio Sakamoto's redemption arc.
Oh yeah, I have no argument from me.
It's like everybody was very disappointed with Other M. Then he releases this game. They're like, you're cool.
Yep. Hey, it was the best way to get it done.
Yeah.
I mean, he delivered. Or, well, Mercury Steam. And I'm hoping Mercury Steam's on the next one too. But yeah, I'm going way out of sequence now with this one. Watch the teleport spot on the map. I'm not even connected to anywhere I've explored.
Yeah, I do think there's been quite a bit of like we've had some solid Metroid games in the last decade, but I do think it's kind of interesting to see how indie game devs have picked up the slack.
Yeah, but AAA don't go big into Metroidvanias at all, but the indies, they do it, and a lot of them are high quality. There are a few garbage ones out there, but mostly you can tell they're done with love.
The only exception I can think of is FromSoft. Technically, the Souls games and Elden Ring, like if you want an open world Metroidvania, that's basically Elden Ring. Like to my knowledge, that's about as good as you can get the concept to be. But like the Souls games, they are all technically Metroidvanias. But aside from that, like Hollow Knight, Ori and the Blind Forest, what else has been made? 9 Souls.
Yeah, I got my first Souls game with Elden Ring. I can't wait to get into that one.
Yeah, technically, Elden Ring isn't a Souls game, technically, even though by all means it is.
I mean, what attracted me, or what is attracting me to it a lot right now, is it reminds me of the original Zelda in that you have to discover the world. Like, there's no directional path to go on.
That is very much something that FromSoft has taken from the original Zelda. Like, they've even like cited like the original Zelda being like one of their big inspirations.
Yeah, I just got out of
Elden Ring.
I just played through Zelda a couple of the last month, I believe.
Well, one of the things that makes why a lot of people love FromSoft games is how they'll hide huge chunks of content behind like secrets you wouldn't normally know to look. You actually have because they know a lot of people are gonna like test every part of their game and eventually discover it. So a lot of it has to be through online word of mouth. That's how you discover a lot of these areas.
Which is why I don't want to see anything online. I don't want to get any spoilers. I want to at least experience it once without knowing too much the first time.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this, like doing online research is like, it doesn't like break the game because FromSoft actually like keeps it in mind when they're making their games. So it's like, if anything, it's just people trying to help each other out.
Yeah. And part of the playing through Zelda, the original game, was getting help from your friends. Like that game was specifically built with people talking to each other in mind. Like
yeah, that it's the same thing with FromSoft games, with Dark Souls to Elden Ring. Same exact principle. Like one of the most famous areas in Dark Souls 1 is Ash Lake. The thing is, you cannot find that place until you go to Blight Town, go to an actual poisonous swamp, go to a mysterious tree with a branch going up it. It's not critical path at all. You find a dead end, which is actually a hidden wall leading to a chest. You find out that the wall behind that is also a hidden wall. Takes you through a whole inside hollow of the tree, down to the literal bottom of the universe.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And I saw a video with Asmongold. People were in the chat were telling him there's an invisible bridge. And he's like, all right. He just like sends his horse out into the open, like to fall down a cliff. But there turns out to be an invisible bridge you can walk on.
Oh, are you talking about Shadow of the Erd Tree?
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I saw one of his videos. I think it's an Elden Ring.
Yeah, that's I saw it. It was like it's Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree. Because people didn't know about it until some insane person figured it out. It's like FromSoft has a place where it looks like the bridge is broken. But no, there's an invisible bridge which leads to one of 3 like optional shrines to get you a really good like reward.
Nice.
That is one thing people really like about FromSoft. They're not afraid to make content like really hidden so the fans can discover it.
Yeah, they sound like a really good company.
Yeah, FromSoft, like there's a reason why they've been cooking for the last 10 to 15 years. They've done that very well.
Well, Metroid is the whole reason why whenever I'm playing a video game, I just start kind of autistically start shooting every wall and floor to see if I can find a secret passage.
Yeah.
Even when it doesn't apply.
I'll say this with FromSoft games, they also do the horror aspect where it's like some of their areas you are going through basically a place where there is no light, you can only see about 5 to 10 feet in front of you, and what's there is like Lovecraftian nightmares. So
Well,
it's like, yeah, this isn't terrifying at all.
That's what's cool about it. I wanted that open world discovery, but I didn't want the whole, because Zelda games now look like kids' cartoons, right? They're all bright and colorful.
They're a lot more in the vein of A Link to the Past than the original Legend of Zelda.
Yes, and I think that's what I like about Elden Ring, or that's what I'm looking forward to. It's that darker, grittier, and not that there's not any bright moments in there, because I think they did put those in as well, but it feels more like a real fantasy world and less like a kid's cartoon.
Yeah, like I get what Nintendo did with like Legend of Zelda, but it's like they did not follow the same formula after the first game. I think about as close as they got was Breath of the Wild, but even that was a bit of a departure. So it's like, yeah, whenever you play like Dark Souls or like Elden Ring, it's like it's basically what happens when you get a really talented development team that mixes Berserk with Legend of Zelda, the original Legend of Zelda. That's what it feels like half the time.
Oh, that's a good way of putting it, man.
Yeah. It's very obvious that a lot of FromSoft games are inspired by Berserk. I think it's Dark Souls 3. You can find like the guts, like Dragon Slayer sword in the swamp area.
I've never played any of those, so I'm looking forward to playing this first one there.
Yeah, Elden Ring's a really good one to get into. If you're looking for a more traditional Souls game, Dark Souls 3 or 1 are both very good games. If Sony had any sense whatsoever, they would release Bloodborne on PC, but I don't know why they stay on that IP. They do nothing with it, and people love Bloodborne. Yeah, we're getting like a Switch 2 FromSoft game, apparently. I don't know much about it.
That'd be interesting. I guess it just shows the popularity of Nintendo consoles right now.
I think Nintendo's been taking a look at FromSoft. They're like, we want a slice of this pie.
Well, I think Nintendo needs some good games for the Switch too, because the launch has been pretty disastrous.
Has it?
They don't have many great games on there. A lot of it's just like updated Switch 1 games. There's only like 2 games I can think of that people are really liking, and that's Donkey Kong, and I've heard Kirby Air Riders is pretty good.
Did everything just go mute on me?
No.
We can hear you.
You might have muted yourself for a second. Oh, and there he goes.
He'll be back.
Yep. I'm already ready to pop him back in the studio when he reconnects.
Yeah. I'm not really big into buying consoles. Haven't been for some time, so
I think
Go
I think
ahead.
the last console I bought was the Switch 1.
Yeah.
And
Same
yeah,
here.
it might be the last console I buy for quite some time. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I have no interest in getting a Switch 2 myself. As much as I love Metroid, Nintendo's been getting under my skin.
The Steam machine looks good if you can consider that a console.
Depends on the price, really, for me.
Yeah.
I think the last console I owned was a Wii.
The Wii was sort of a mixed bag for me. There were some great games on it, and then there were some very shallow games on it.
There was a lot of games on that one.
Yeah.
It was also aimed towards families, so you had a lot of those game night type of stuff.
There were, I think the Mario games weren't quite as good. The Galaxy games were good, but it's like the 2D Mario games were very bland.
I remember that's where they introduced the whole big Mario rushing everything.
Yeah. I have the what is it called? Super Mario Deluxe or something? The Wii version that I missed. I did get that on the Switch port.
There's a new Super Mario Brothers Wii. I played that back in the day. It was okay. Just kind of a bland game. Not bad. Just like a 5. The literal definition of a 5 out of 10.
I always aim towards the ones that try to take, hold of the controllers more, other than maybe some of the flagship titles. I enjoyed the Zapper game, the one where you played basically Link.
Duck Hunt? No.
It's almost like Dunk Hut.
The crossbow training?
Yes, that one was actually rather fun.
Yeah, I know people said good things about it.
That one was like you almost wanted it to be like a segment in a larger game.
I'm like one of 2 people who like Skyward Sword.
I didn't play Skyward Sword. It looked nice, but I heard it was kind of basic.
So it is a basic Zelda game. There's 2 big flaws with it that I do agree with people on. It's the motion controls are a little wonky. You actually have to recalibrate them like once every 30 minutes or something like that.
Oh wow.
The other big thing is that your companion, she's way too talky, and she basically explains a lot of puzzles for you when she really doesn't need to.
Oh.
Whenever they re-released it on the Switch, they actually toned it down quite a bit.
Pew 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 pew. Wang wang. Do you like my sound effects?
They're awesome.
Yeah,
You're suddenly reminding me of Shadow Warrior, where the main character's name is Lo Wang.
16 candles, long duck dong.
I need to play Shadow Warrior one day. That game is just nothing but like 80 like
Oh, I missed it.
samurai movie, 80s anime, action movie references with dick and boob jokes. And it's also like a good shooter on top of that. The first level is literally called Enter the Wang.
Dong studied food.
Here we go.
Frederick, do you know anything about Shadow Warrior?
I have seen some Shadow Warrior gameplay. It looks pretty fun.
Yeah, they made a couple of sequels to the original. The original is like an old, like, same era as like Duke Nukem 3D.
Dang it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. I think I got that one on my Steam.
I don't know if Frederick's mic is working or not.
I don't see his hand, so he might be, I don't know.
If you're him, would you want to talk to us?
Yeah, why not?
There.
He does it all the time.
This is also a trope with Nintendo games. The weak spot for an enemy is always either an eye or their mouth.
Or their
Or in
eyeball.
rare cases, the belly button.
I like the Sphinxter one better.
Oops.
I love that alien design. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty nice.
Yes, do it, do it, do it. Thank you.
I'm kind of glad we're getting more games that are sort of inspired by like Ridley Scott, like Alien and Blade Runner, like that analog sci-fi look.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you can.
Pew,
If I could land that shine spark on him, it's an insta kill.
The less holograms we have and the more CRT monitors, the happier we are as a society.
The retro cassette.
Yeah. Dirty sci-fi is better sci-fi.
All right, Frederick, do you have audio again yet?
Yeah, it's working now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
And to,
cool.
Yeah.
To unplug it and plug it back in. It's an old trick, but it still works.
Frederick, do you know anything about Shadow Warrior by any chance?
Nope, that doesn't ring a bell.
So it's an FPS, same era as Duke Nukem 3D. The main character's name is Lo Wang.
Oh no.
The first level is called Enter the Wang.
Of course.
But
Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
I think it is 3D Realms that made it too. So same team as Duke Nukem 3D. I think that's right. Let me check.
I wouldn't doubt it. It kind of carries a very similar vibe.
They got a good sense of humor.
Maybe not. Thought it was. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong game. Yeah, it is 3D Realms.
3D reps.
Yeah, so a lot of it's just, of course, action movie references. There's quite a few like samurai movie and anime references in there as well. It's like the main character, like Lo Wang, just spouts off a bunch of one-liners in English.
That sounds about right.
English is my favorite language.
It really is. Like English is so good to the point that Japan just fully leans into it sometimes. They know it's funny, so they just roll with it.
Dude, the best memes are like badly translated English. Like all your base are belong to us.
Item get.
Congratulations, winner is you.
And it is so entertaining that we don't correct them. We just adopt it ourselves half the time.
a big part of why it works is like Japanese has so many like adopted English words, and it's just so clearly English, but it's like I can't hate this. It's so good.
Oh, the French are even worse, man, because the French, they think they speak perfect English, right? They have that French arrogance
Yeah.
to them,
Oh,
and they make up English words that don't exist. Like,
really?
walking fast on the sidewalk, they call that footing.
Footing.
It's like it doesn't exist. It's not a word.
What other
Or-
words do they
They
have?
need to like have they heard of the word gait? Like GAIT. That's literally like the manner in which you walk. Like just
Well, we had a guy I worked at when I worked at a company. There was a guy there from Romania, and he was actually a Canadian citizen. He emigrated, I think, during Ceausescu, and so, but he still had a pretty heavy, Romanian accent. And so one time
At
he
band
was
camp.
he was alone with this other guy in the cubicles, and the air conditioning was blowing on him, and so he got up, went over to the other guy's cube, and said something like, "Do you like being blown?" And the guy turned around and said, "Excuse me, what?" It took him a while to figure out he's talking about the air conditioning right above him.
This sounds like a job for HR.
Oh boy. That's a good one.
Never forgot that.
I'm suddenly reminded of an X-Files episode where they're like, "Oh yeah, there's a unique case with this lady. What's her name? It's called BJ or something. BJ, a very odd name, huh?"
There's a one X-Files episode where where it was being reported through
Yeah.
some pulp author, and they were reenacting the actual witness statements in the way that the witnesses described it. It was just absolutely freaking hysterical. Describing
me-
Mulder as an alien, emotionless, cold alien. It's just
You're making me think of the plot for In the Mouth of Madness all of a sudden. That movie is basically what would happen if like Stephen King or Dean Koontz somehow made a deal with Cthulhu to become God.
yeah. I really like that movie. It's just so. It's so it is like base Lovecraftian,
It is.
top to bottom. That and The Color of Space.
I actually really like how in the Mouth of Madness ends. It's like the most darkly comedic ending. I'm like, you know what? This is a very good ending.
The other one I really liked was The Void.
Yeah, The Void, that was like an indie film, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was very good. I really liked it.
but boy,
I
body
haven't-
horror galore.
It's not amazing, but it's like a solid Lovecraft film.
And there was also another one that I really liked, which was they did the Call of Cthulhu as a silent film,
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
and it so freaking works because you can't. I mean, it's an indie film. You're really not going to be able to do that great of effects. So going with the silent film, it already sort of sets expectations, and sort of the surrealist scenery that they used just freaking fits. So I really
always
like.
thought some of the most effective horror is whenever you don't have any sounds at all. It's just complete
all
silence.
visual. So I mean, take a look at Nosferatu.
Yeah,
I mean,
I actually love the original Nosferatu.
yeah.
film.
I mean, the character, the monster is freaking iconic. They really will give you nightmares.
Max Shrek, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Only one movie ever truly gave me nightmares. The Human Centipede.
I
Fair
didn't
enough.
watch that.
Yeah, I saw snippets of it. I'm like, yeah, I'll pass on that.
I've seen
Wise
little bits
decision.
and pieces.
Even if it doesn't give you nightmares, it's just gross.
It just feels like somebody going like, all right, I know of a great way to really gross out horror fans. Bear with me, guys.
Yeah, we'll get a reaction out of them somehow.
They did.
I just think of the South Park episode, Human Sin iPad.
That was actually hilarious.
It was a really good episode, actually.
If there's any redeeming, anything redeeming about Human Centipede, it was that. It was that.
The South Park episode.
Yep.
My whole favorite bit is just like Kyle is right in the middle of the Human Sin iPad, and you have like
It's everything I ever wanted.
the one guy who's just speaks in English, and Kyle is trying to talk to him. He's like, "Oh, you want me to eat the vanilla pudding? No, you want me to eat the nasty like squid? Okay, I'll eat that instead." Kyle's like, "No."
Another one was there was a movie made, and I forget, it was like in the 90s. I can't remember what it was. But it starred Chris Sarandon. It was the movie adaptation of Strange Case of Charles Dexter Ward.
Oh, cool.
And like I said, it had Chris Sarandon. It had one of the guys that played in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He was the ticket scalper. And it had him and a couple other, and it was a B movie, but it was actually pretty, despite the adaptation, was pretty close to the actual story. It was really good too.
I know. Also, kind of thinking of a couple of types of horror that I think are a little untapped outside of like Lovecraft. One thing I'd like to see a bit more of is sort of like the Jurassic Park Dino Crisis style of horror.
Yeah,
I'd love to see more of that.
there was one I saw that was actually not bad up until it got to about halfway through the movie, and it got really stupid. It was like dinosaurs coming, they went in the back into the past, but they left the portal open so the dinosaurs came through, and when the dinosaurs came through, that's when it got stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay, you're done.
It wasn't bad until it was.
Was that the Sound of Thunder?
No, the Sound of Thunder was the one where they went into the past to do dinosaur safari hunting.
Dinosaur.
And somebody accidentally steps on something and changes the future.
That sounds like a Simpsons episode.
It was actually not bad, and they would
Futurama.
have these temporal shifts, and so it was like the future would like adjust itself in like waves, and so every time it would adjust itself, it would get even worse. So I thought it was pretty cool. I like that. I like that movie.
Concept. It's a good concept. I think that was that a sci-fi original? It wasn't a sci-fi original. I believe it was an adaptation of a book.
Yeah, I think that's what it was too.
Yeah,
It had Ben Kingsley in it,
I remember that.
and
He's usually fun on screen.
and God, he was also in Saving Private Ryan. Can't remember his name. He also does the B&H commercials. Can't remember what his name is. But anyways, he's
commercials.
the B&H. What is it? B&H. The people who do the cameras.
Now, there's a movie you may like. Most people haven't heard of it. It was released in 1991. It was an original HBO movie that mixes Lovecraft with old school noir where H.P. Lovecraft is played by Fred Ward as a private eye, and he goes down this mix of Lovecraftian noir crazy.
I think I did see that.
Cast a Deadly Spell. I actually really enjoyed it. It's part comedy, part horror, and it's really hard to find.
There's also like an animated movie. What's it called? Little Lovecraft or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You have like Child Lovecraft who meets Cthulhu. He's like, "What's your name?" Cthulhu's trying to pronounce his own name, but it's just like a slur every time. So he just calls him Spot. I'm like, what the fuck is this movie?
Just like that, it got silent.
And then there was silence.
Silence.
So nice. So much silence.
Good silence.
It's refreshing sometimes.
Have you guys gotten any games for the Steam Winter Sale?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch.
I got
Yeah, me too.
Cool.
Once I get done with Cyberpunk, I'm going to check out Observer. Observer looks very good.
Oh, let me open up my Steam page.
Yeah, that one has Rutger Hauer voicing like your character. So it's like cyberpunk psychological horror.
Oh, listen to this. Mo Gadot, a former ex-executive, says AI is no longer just writing code. It is correcting human mathematics. I've seen AI written code, and it sucks. It says after 56 years using the same matrix multiplication method, AI realized that the approach was flawed. It did not optimize software and invented new math. Okay, does that scare anybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
AI's worst aspect is fact checking. That is the worst aspect of Gen AI.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, Otter, remember when I said I showed you that box? I said if I don't move this now, I will regret it in a half hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here it is. This is it right here, because I could only move it from this side. Had I not done that, I would have to spend another 15 minutes going around the map, and it really messed up. There was like no good way to get back here.
Oh yeah.
So Otter says AI is bad at fact checking. Grok, is that true? One of the games I got there during the sale is Control Ultimate Edition. Have you ever played Control?
I have not, though I've seen some gameplay. I definitely know about it. That's the one, isn't that the one that's like heavily inspired by like the SCP Foundation?
I don't know what that is, but what I know about Control is it's a paranormal.
Yeah,
story.
it's like a paranormal foundation. Everything's an anomaly.
Yeah, you enter a government building that's I forget what it's called, but the building has basically been taken over. It's a research facility for paranormal activity, and it becomes a haunted house, but it's a government facility.
Yeah.
Kind of
James, why don't you tell me about this? It's like a whole collaboration of different.
It's a type of creepypasta. That's what the SCP Foundation is, and it's pretty much exactly that, just their own version of it.
But the gameplay looks really good. People, like, you can just levitate and use paranormal powers. So you could grab like pieces of concrete off the wall or the floor and use it as a shield when people attack you and or throw it at people. So you could like pick up chairs and throw them using your mind. And there's a lot of interesting gameplay in that game.
Yeah, they just announced the sequel, I think.
I didn't know they made a game out of it.
Well, Control is like, it's not SCP Foundation, but it's like everybody who's played it is like, wait a second, this is very much like SCP Foundation.
I also picked up Mad Max for like $5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up getting Cyberpunk is one of them. I got
Oh,
Still
you
Waits
you
Deep.
didn't have Cyberpunk before
Oh, I
then?
know what I forgot.
No, I didn't. I kind of refused to play it for the longest time.
Oh,
It's
I
only
didn't know
recent that I checked it out.
That's cool. I got
Uh,
Shadow of War, Middle Earth,
Oh, nice.
Near Automata. I've been
Very
seeing
good game.
pictures of B2 everywhere. Like, I was like, oh, I gotta figure out what this game is.
It's a weird game, but it's very enjoyable.
Yeah, I hear it's got
enjoyment,
a good story. People say it's got a good storyline. It's very emotional and all that.
half the enjoyment of Nier Automata is that the gameplay is kind of always changing in a very unique way.
Yes, different game styles during the same game. That sounds interesting. Yeah, that's about that and Elden Ring is about the extent of it.
I got ahead of myself and got to turn around, go back.
Yeah, the thing that caused me to get Cyberpunk was like basically I got a good deal for it where it was like both it and the DLC were like half off or something. I'm like, okay, that's enough justification to actually buy the game.
They fixed a lot of stuff in that game. Yeah.
Yeah, for the longest time, I just simply refused to play it because I was like, for one, this is a broken mess. Two, this as an RPG, it's far from ideal. There are things I do really enjoy about it, like from like an immersive standpoint, it's very good. As an actual RPG system,
Well, visually, it's one of the most beautiful games ever made.
it's one of the best cyberpunk looking games out there. It's like visually, it's like once you get into like the world and the sound design, it's like you're there. It looks very good. And I'm gonna be one of the more bold ones and say it controls better than the Witcher games. Sue me. I think it does.
Wow. Okay, I'm contacting my lawyer right now.
Everybody loves The Witcher 3. I think that game controls terribly.
I've never played any of it. Didn't they start from books?
Yeah,
Or did the books come from the games?
the games came from the books. It's weird because the games take place after the books, but they're basically reiterating the events of the books. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I have that game, but I've never played it yet. It's another one on my to play list. Apparently, it's one of the best side quests. People like brag about how the storytelling is really good in that one.
Witcher?
Yes, sir.
Which one? Witcher 3?
Witcher 3.
There are some very good side quests in The Witcher 3. It depends on which one, though, of course. One thing I did always like about the Witcher RPGs is that there will always be one side quest where it's basically just Geralt and his friends drinking.
Nice.
It's basically just the Hangover in a fantasy world.
Isn't that what we're all longing for?
Yeah, they're good quests. I enjoy that.
That's nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's see. I ended up getting Soma. That looked very good. That one was pretty cheap.
Don't know that.
A lot of sci-fi horror now that I look at this.
You know what? A lot of people like Soma. I really didn't like it.
I haven't played it. I know, yeah, and I've heard it. A lot of people say that they either love it or they really don't.
For me, what I don't like is it really starts to extend in the middle, and frankly, like at the end of the first act, they basically give away the ending. And if you're not down with it, like story-wise, you're like, oh well, I kind of seen that coming, so whatever. It was very deflating for me. It's like, oh, is that the ending? What you're showing me right now? That's the ending, right? And then, yeah, that was the ending, and just completely.
So I think I'm gonna have to stream this game. By the way, I ended up getting Detroit Become Human for like a couple bucks.
I almost got that. I hear the decisions have really good consequences in that one.
The writing is kind of terrible, but I'm playing it just for the fun of it. Like it's basically Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep meets Rosa Parks. Like the game is not subtle about what it is at all.
That's kind of why I didn't pick it up. You know, it's like
That's precisely why I picked it up, just because the writing is like not subtle in the least.
So
All right, Otter, time for you to educate this moron Neanderthal here. What is Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep about? I'm not familiar with it at all.
So, have you watched Blade Runner?
Bits and pieces of it. Didn't get into it. That's the one where it's like they're supposed to be off at a certain age or something.
Yeah, kind of. So, Blade Runner is the movie adaptation of Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. And Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is about a PI detective who's brought back into the police force for basically to hunt down a group of rogue androids that have escaped basically in a planet mining colony, and they've gone rogue. And his job is to take them out. The book and the movie take entirely different directions, though, and both of them are interesting. That's what's unique about it.
I always found it questionable that they'd send one guy with a pistol against like 4 super strong androids. With like,
well, for one, he's trained in it. Like he knows, like he's actually trained in the Voight-Kampff test. 2, it's more kind of like it's not just him. It's not just him tracking it down. It's like he's also kind of got the LAPD backing him up a little bit.
Yeah, and we don't know if he's just a man or if he's an android himself.
Well, that's a movie invention, actually. It's kind of there in the book, but it's actually more of a sort of like, it's a scene that's basically a mind fuck. That's meant to like basically throw Deckard completely off his game.
Well, that's Philip K. Dick for you.
Yeah, Do Androids Dream has a really, really good chapter that's not in the movie, where it's like he's basically in this whole construct of a building, and it's intricately set up for him to doubt his own humanity, where it's like, how do you know you're not an android yourself, and this wasn't just implanted memories? And but the idea of androids in the book is that it was inspired by research Philip K. Dick did for Man in the High Castle, where it was like it was like interviews with like SS officers saying like, how could you allow like the stuff in the camps to happen, like the death camps? They're like, oh, I was just following orders. And his conclusion was that some people have that sort of sociopathic tendency where it's like they distance themselves from real morality, from the stuff that, like, logically speaking, nobody should actually allow. And that became the idea for the androids. They're people who look human, they act human, but it's like they're lacking that moral core of a human. Where it's like the movie kind of inverts the idea where it's like, oh, these are actually becoming like sentient beings. They are kind of human in their own way.
So it's almost got that measure of a man question that they're exploring in that movie then.
Yeah. One of the big themes that's kind of talked about in both is like what actually makes up a human being. It's just how that question is tackled is done in very different ways between the book and the movie.
Here's another movie that has that question in there, but they explore it in a very different way. What do you think of Bicentennial Man?
I couldn't stay awake through the whole thing.
I haven't seen it.
I was bored.
It was an unfortunate snooze fest. I mean, it seemed like it was full of a lot of potential, but man, it was slow.
I think I started watching it because it had the guy from Jurassic Park in it, and then I was like, oh,
Sam Neill,
yeah,
and Robin Williams. You'd think you couldn't go wrong with that, but
and then sleep.
Now that I think about it, Sam Neill's had like quite a few divergent roles over the years, between like Jurassic Park, Event Horizon, and like In the Mouth of Madness. Very different roles.
Event Horizon.
Event Horizon was different.
Yeah, I've heard the theory that Event Horizon is a 40K film. I'm like, it can actually work that way.
I'd say add towards more 40K theories because 40K is just kind of like a giant Frankenstein of everything else.
Well, I'm gonna push back against that a little bit because it deals with the warp in a way that's actually very faithful to 40K. It's like for 40K comparisons, it's not the worst by any stretch.
Oh, I wish I could remember what it was. I listened to a whole video breaking down the lore of Event Horizon because things did get answered in comics afterwards. There was a comic series that,
Isn't that like a haunted house?
except
Yeah.
it's a spaceship that went to hell or another dimension of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, the idea is it was first of its kind. It went faster than light, but it ended up like going through hell in its voyage before it came back out the other side. Or hell or a version of it. It's kind of left vague.
Yeah, but a lot of those that vagueness was addressed in the comic tie-in, and now I wish I remember what that lore was.
Yeah, I don't know
can't
much about
remember
the comics.
anything.
It was jarring at times. It had tonal clashes. I forgot the character's name, but he was like
Maji!
he was
Hey, Maji.
Hi, Maji.
Hi,
he was
Maji.
basically comedic relief. The black dude who gets just thrusted out into space and then flies back.
But the only dude I can remember in that is Sam Neill and Florence Fishburne.
The other black dude.
Yeah, it's been a few years since I've actually seen Event Horizon.
Yeah, me too.
I should probably rewatch it. I know the whole scene that what is it? The one scene in Event Horizon, it's like the bit you only see bits of where it's like the crew's supposed to be like mutilating each other.
Yeah.
It's like apparently that was like an infamous scene to film. I'm like, I bet the crew called it like the fucking blood orgy scene or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's the depiction of hell.
Yeah.
That actually, and there's more to it too. They cut a lot of that out. It was bad.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Maybe
glad
it
they
sounds like it was a
did.
wise decision to eliminate some of that. Then,
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was ultimately a good decision they did. For one, it probably would have gone too far. Two, I like how a lot of it's just left up to the imagination.
Mm-hmm. And they did like quick flashes of stuff, and it's like, and that actually that's my personal opinion is that is actually creepier and more disturbing, or I should say more unsettling than seeing more of it, because like you said, leaves more to the imagination, and you're always sitting there questioning what you saw. What exactly was it I saw?
Yeah. The only type of horror I can really think of where it's like more is actually better is if it's an image where it's like kind of like the Space Jockey, where it's like just looking at it, you're not sure what it is, no matter how long you look at it.
It's a very Cronenbergian style, that one, because he plays with that a lot as well. I know a lot of people kind of see him as the shock horror sort of style guy, but he, in a lot of his movies, at least once in every one of his movies, he plays a lot with show don't tell. Well, not show don't tell, but like he doesn't show you the horror, but he shows you the reaction, the character's reaction to the horror.
Yeah, and sometimes that's even worse. because it lets your mind wander.
Yeah, it's better
Yeah.
in horror. Yeah.
Yes, like the one that I think of is what was it called? I can't remember the title. It was like Cooties or something like that.
Cooties.
Oh, Shivers? Was it Shivers?
That's a horror movie. Cooties.
Yeah, I remember the movie Cooties. It was a zombie movie. I think it was called Shivers, where there's just a sequence where this guy's literally just dissecting a woman, but all you see is the guy. Like you just you hear it, you see his hands moving, but you just see his his reaction to what he's seeing, and then he takes his own life afterwards.
Wow.
It's like, so there's a lot that there. Is it Shivers? I'm sure it was
Yeah,
Shivers.
I'm also just a big fan of the whole space jockey design in general. I love designs like that where, I don't know, it's like the more you look at it, the less sense you make of it.
Yeah, let's say Char Giger again.
The guy,
Well, more accurately, it's not all of H.R. Giger's artwork, it's only some of it. But I also think that's some of his best pieces is whenever it's like, you don't know what you're looking at.
Did you see his work for Dune?
I have not actually. Let's check it out.
In Jodorowsky's Dune, which never happened.
yeah, I remember. That was that one. Go ahead. I gotta say something after though.
Yeah, he was commissioned to do work for the Harkonnen and their planet and environment and all that. So,
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, that's very inspiring stuff.
In that version of Dune that wasn't made, there was a scene where the Atreides would actually raid the
Otter.
capital.
Uncorking the magic missile.
All right.
They would actually raid the capital and they'd kill all the Harkonnen inside. And then there was supposed to be a scene where they all just take off their pants and take a dump on a dead Harkonnen. Like a massive group dump.
We missed out on that.
We missed out on that, yeah.
There's this one H.R. Giger image of a sandworm that doesn't look suggestive at all. Let's just say what it's got in its mouth is a little dicey at best.
You know, South Park really missed out on making fun of H.R. Geiger and his, like, all
That would have been really funny.
just penis everywhere.
Damn. That might have been too much even for South Park.
Right? They kind of did that with the fake Tolkien guy can't finish his books. R.R.
Martin.
JRR.
Yeah, yeah, they did it with him where like there's just.
I was gonna
huge
say
dicks
Terry
and everything.
Brooks. You think about it, Terry Brooks's books are just rip-offs of Lord of the Rings in several ways.
Isn't that what they say about Kuntz and King?
Yeah, like the Shannara books, and to be fair, I enjoy the Shannara books, but they are very derivative of Middle Earth.
Yeah. I was listening to there's a new video out by that that one chick. She's creating a lot of stir. She did one on fanfic that had a lot of people bent out of shape.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. I
Yeah.
sent that video to Wrangler here.
Yeah.
Shoe on
and-
head?
No, she's non-political, all literature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so she's
Find
doing
it right
one,
now.
Yeah, she's doing one.
Yeah,
on,
I did watch that just the other day from you.
She's doing one on fantasy, and she's going after the Del Reys. So I kind of stopped in the middle of it. I wasn't. finished
Oh,
listening to it.
oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, she goes hard on the Del Reys.
Yeah. So, yeah, I actually kind of like her insight. It might not be correct, but at least she's saying what she thinks.
Yeah. Her channel is The Second Story.
Second story.
Yeah, The Second Story. And the YouTube video that caused all the commotion, fanfic has destroyed writing and everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she's wrong.
No,
Yeah.
she had a few good points in there, and unfortunately, when I'm so focused on this, I can't remember any of it. But
Yeah, I just think
there's a few minutes where I stopped and like, I hate to agree with this point, but she might be kind of right,
why does she look like Dana Scully? She looks like Gillian Anderson.
She's just got to turn her head and you see her huge nose.
I will say this, and granted, I know like Harlequin novels have been around since forever, but like so much mainstream like fantasy, sci-fi, and like just about every genre is just variations on Harlequin novels,
This is not a good time for my button to stop working.
just with monsters.
And tell me about these novels.
Like I was recently given a sci-fi gift, a sci-fi book as a present.
Okay.
Where it's basically a time travel story, but it's a full-on like basically a fan fiction romance, and it's like it's far from being the exception to the rule. Like it's all over the place. It's basically romantasy.
Oh, okay. So there's just a lot of romance in the center of it.
A lot of romantasy. That is kind of like the predominant genre, and it's like it's pretty much exclusively for like single ladies, pretty much.
Hey, single ladies. Hey, single ladies.
Any minotaurs in there?
No, not this one. It's far from the worst.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to hop off for tonight, but have a
right.
good one.
All right, you too, man. Thanks
Good
for hanging out.
conversation. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Catch you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, man.
God
Later,
bless,
folks.
Frederick.
Thank
And
you.
I think I'm going to bump out too because,
The Exodus begins.
yes,
Yeah, I'm gonna
just
have
for now
to-
that Frederick's here, to hell with you guys.
I'm gonna have to as
See you
well.
guys. Go home.
Yep. As soon as I finish this game, I'm going to be ending the stream too, and I'm on my way out. I'm doing that classic get out before the planet blows up bit now.
So, what do you guys think of Hogwarts Legacy? Is it worth $6?
I think so.
Anyways, later, guys.
Have a good one, Herman. Thanks for hanging out.
See you, Herman.
Can I be evil in that game? Can I murder people?
For $6, I think that's a decent deal.
Yeah, I don't know if I can murder people though. I want to be a serial killer. It's cool.
All right, I think I'm gonna hop out for tonight.
What was that one you were playing, James? Where you were playing something like that, where like you
Yeah,
had a
that's
party and
Party Hard. You think about Party Hard, where you play a literal serial killer and got to clear out an entire party.
All right, God bless everybody.
God
Yeah.
bless, man. See you later.
Squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
Party Hard, ladies and gentlemen. It is the afternoon hours. You are home from work, you are resting, you're watching video games and listening to loop music. Welcome to your existence. It's not that exciting.
Everybody leaves and I hit the credits
He hits the credits.
right after they left. Well, we've been going 3 hours. We usually just do this 2 for 2. So
Yeah, you've been
can't
pushing it
blame them.
lately.
yeah, well, when I haven't played this in months and months. When
Oh,
I knock the rust off, I could finish this in 2 hours 20 minutes. I think my best time was 2 hours and 14 minutes. But this took me over 3 tonight because I haven't played in forever, and I just kept doing dumb things and get dyslexic on the buttons. And got to wake up that muscle memory.
righteousness. But we are all done, I suppose. World. I hope you had an enjoyable night watching us chat and not saying anything for periods of time, but then chatting again.
Oh, I am like the best when it comes to the awkward silences.
We are here, world, for you. But now the time has come for you to go elsewhere. Leave. Leave that.
There we go.
Yes. I'm still browsing games.
Blue Man Blue got back in. He's like 3 hours. Wow.
Yeah.
Good night. 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 52 seconds for this run. This has not been my best, but it was. I guess it's not bad either.
Oh, you're speed running it. I'm sorry.
At this rate, I wouldn't call that a good speed run whatsoever, but I was trying. It's just unpracticed forever, and it is
you're
what it
better
is.
than speed running.
All right. Well, that was Metroid Dread.
That was it. That's the entire thing, I guess.
That was
Whoops.
the entire thing. Yeah.
I played it all here, ladies and gentlemen. The Dread is done. Every game, does she just go to a new planet, or how's that work?
Sometimes she's been to Planet Zebes in 2 different games. But all the other games are taking place on different planets.
I was underneath the impression every time the planet exploded.
Yeah. Well, one of the games, she wasn't even on a planet. It was a space station that she was going through.
All right. Space station.
All right. And we got Fu, we got Maji, we got Guilty. We had Raven hopping in for a bit. And then Corey and Christy. Who was that from before? Somebody we never saw before. Newbie Tube 411.
All right. Well, hi, newbie person of my Bawb.
But James, you want to?
No, let's
Let
just
people
roll
know
out. Let's roll out. I'm tired.
All right,
Go
we can
home,
certainly do
everybody.
that.
Or you probably are home. Change the channel. I miss the days when they were channels. We called them channels, but they're really pages if you think about it.
Yeah, that's true. Go to my page channel.
Exactly. It's like,
Jewish space lasers.
bye.
Good night.
Bye,
God
Felicia.
bless.
Don't come right here no more, girl.